on game night, Aaron, Nikki, Lincoln, and myself, Dave, will be playing Suburbia by Ted Alspach from Bezier Games. But oh wait, we'll also be playing the Suburbia expansion that just came out, Suburbia Inc, which is doesn't change the number of players or hopefully the playing time, but we're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, Dave and Aaron.
Yeah.
Would you guys teach us Suburbia and Suburbia Inc?
Okay.
Yay.
Why don't you start, Dave?
Thanks, Aaron. So Suburbia is one of those games where it's like an engine generating game, right? Where you're going to spend the first chunk of the game sort of setting yourself up for the second half, hopefully to score points while sort of generating income and your engine for the first half. The game takes place in essentially 3 phases. These tiles are labeled A tiles, B tiles, and C tiles. And the number of tiles you use is different for number of players, and you can see it's actually printed on the thing, like with how many players, how many tiles should be in this stack, and how many tiles should be in this stack. Just so you know, there's this many A tiles, this many B tiles, and then the C tiles, there will be 9, and then in a 4-player game, there's an end game tile shuffled into the next 12, and then 4 more in the bottom. So you don't know when the end tile's going to come up and trigger the end of the game.
But then there'll be 4 more after that.
When it does, yes, because when the end tile comes up, we will get 1 more full round. It doesn't. The game doesn't end immediately. That just triggers the end of the game. We have decided randomly that Nikki is the start player, which means I will get the last turn in the game. That is why there are 4 tiles in the bottom, in case this is the last tile. There needs to be 4 more tiles for 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns. Okay? That said, let's just get rid of this board, because this is the Suburbia board.
And this is the Suburbia Inc board with slightly different values, which we've already created the stacks
Aaron
to
has already
correspond to these.
Correct. So, so let me just show you roughly how this works. So these are some examples of A tiles. There will be a tile in each one of these spots on your turn. And what you're going to do on your turn, every turn, go ahead and here, let's do that. What you're going to do on your turn, every turn, is you are going to, you are going to remove, you're going to take 1 tile from the board, okay? That tile can be from this array or it can be one of these 3. But you're going to take 1 tile from the board and then you are going to place it in your little area. I don't know what it's called, your city?
Suburb?
Is it your suburb?
Yes.
Against suburb.
I think all of us together are the city.
How dumb is that? Once you do that, you're going to make whatever adjustments you need to make to your income and your reputation. That's what these little tracks are. They're separate for all of us. Then you will collect those things. Reputation is basically points here on the board. You're going to collect both of those things, and then that's the end of your turn.
Okay.
The tile, if a tile has been taken from wherever it's taken, the rest will all slide down. A new tile is added at the end. All right? And I'll explain in a second what happens with these. So, if you were going to take one of these 7 tiles, they cost this number in money off to this on the tile right here. Okay? And we start with $15 million? Whatever it is. So this tile cost $8, let's call it. And this is 5. Got it? 14, 9, etc. Additionally, any tile that's up the ladder has this additional cost added to it. So this $9 tile would really cost you $13 if you wanted it. All right? When you buy one of these tiles, you take it and you place it somewhere in your suburb. The only placement rule is that the tile must connect to one of your other tiles. So I can't put this tile here.
Right.
It has to touch something else, but once I put that there, my next tile can touch that.
Okay.
Okay? The tiles give you immediate things and ongoing things. All right? And this is what's cool about this game, and it's also the thing that sort of is tricky to initially wrap your head around. Anything that's in a circle like this little white circle, that is income. So just placing this tile will bump my income up 1. Because it's +1 in that little circle. All right? Anything that's like in this little square. Yes.
Yeah, do the square.
This little square, that's reputation. It makes sense, right? This is a cylinder and this is a cube. And in this case, that's -2, so you'll go down 2 in reputation. Okay? That's actually not a bad thing to have happen to you at the beginning of the game, as long as you can fix it later.
Okay.
But if it had a +2, that would be, you would go up 2 in reputation. Make sense? And then the third thing that you can get from the tiles is just straight up victory points. This is 6 victory points when you buy the tile.
Population.
Yeah. It's this track, the population track. This is the number of people that are in your suburb. Okay? This is an immediate thing. These are all like an immediate thing. So this is your thing goes immediately up, this goes down, this is you get 6 points immediately. Then you do whatever else you need to do. That's when you place a tile to adjust, you adjust these things, then you collect your income, then you collect your reputation. Okay? So that's what's sort of at the top of this tile. The bottom part of this tile are ongoing effects that you get from having that tile in your suburb. So this business supply store is going to raise your income up 1 for every office tile that gets played in the game. Additionally, it will bump it up 1 for every office tile that's already in the game when you play this. Because it's just, the effect is always ongoing. It's retroactive and ongoing. So if I were to buy this for 8, and I were to place it here, and I'll explain all this stuff later, I would get 1 invitation and one income, and 1 income for every other office tile. Now there aren't any. You guys don't have any right now. But if you had 1 and Aaron had 1, I would move up 2.
Okay.
In addition to the 1, right? If 4 turns from now you buy an office tile and place it in your thing, I go up again.
Okay.
This is always in effect. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
The things on this little bottom ribbon are always in effect. They always happen.
Okay.
And it's weird because some tiles do things for everything in the game. Sometimes do things only for where you in your suburb. Sometimes do things for in every suburb but yours. They're all pretty self-explanatory though, and I'm not going to go through all of them now. We'll just do it as we go. Placing tiles can affect your stuff. Look at the 3 things we start with. If you place, a gray building. I didn't find a gray building. If you place, well, here's a gray building, just for the sake of argument. If you place a gray building or a green building adjacent to your heavy factory, you move down 1 in your reputation. Okay? Mm-hmm. Note that if I place a green building next to my factory, I would go down 1 in reputation, but a green building next to my community park bumps me up 1 in reputation. So this would be a push.
Okay.
Make sense?
I'm going to point out that there are excellent player aids included with this game, and they tell you every possible thing that you should be checking when you place a new tile like this. Like Dave's explained, you do the immediate effects, you check the banner effect, but it also reminds you to check any adjacent tiles like he's just explained, and then any tiles in other players' suburbs. And if you just kind of glance at that list whenever you're confused about something, ideally you catch every possible adjustment.
Okay.
So that's what happens when you buy one of these. But there are these 3 tiles also available if you want them. They are identical to the ones we started with. They're just more suburbs, parks, and factories. And they're cheaper for the most part. They cost $3, $4, or $3. And when you buy one, you just take them while they're available. They might eventually go away. They don't get replenished or anything. And you place it like you would do a normal tile. And as I said, they're just more of the same. But when you do one of these tiles and place it, you must then remove one of the ones from the board, because this is the time clock. These stacks of tiles are the time clock for the game. So it has to move forward. So you're just going to take one of these and throw it out of the game. That's usually a defensive move. You're often taking something you think someone else might need and getting rid of it, but you still have to pay the additional positional cost. So these are free to throw away. This cost you $2. This cost you $4. You don't have to pay, obviously, the money on the tile. Okay? And that's how a new tile comes in. In addition to everything that I've just said, I guess those can't be.
Nope.
But these tiles, when you get them, don't have to be played as the business supply store. You can play them as lakes. on the
Oh.
other side.
Okay.
When you play a lake, this is what gets you instant money. It doesn't up these any, but it gets you, in this case, $2 for every tile that's adjacent to it that isn't a lake.
Okay.
So if I were to place this, I would receive immediately $4, 2-4.
And would you get an ongoing effect?
So jamming out to the
Refrigerator fan.
refrigerator. So if I place this, yes, I would get $2 for this and $2 for this, and then any future tile that I placed around that lake would get me $2 more.
Tilt surrounded.
Correct. Remember, this is a lower ribbon in the same way that this is a bottom lower ribbon, so this is an ongoing effect for the remainder of the game for that tile.
Okay.
All right? But you would not get anything for a lake placed next to a lake.
Okay.
But if I were to build this situation, and then I built this tile, that would get me 2 income for playing the tile. I would do this thing on the bottom, which I don't need to explain right now, and then I would get $4 from the bank because I'm adjacent to 2 different lakes.
The law offices. Okay.
Whatever,
Well,
whatever you
anybody
put
can-
there.
Well, I'm just yeah.
Correct. So that's another way to get money is you just and a lake is free. When you take a tile to do a lake, you're not paying the $8 cost for this tile.
Oh.
So that's another way you can maybe take a tile away from somebody. If I think you really want this, it doesn't really help me. I don't want to spend the $8. Maybe I don't even have $8. And I'm willing to do a lake. I could go, I'll just make this a lake. And just remove it from the game, basically, and get money while I'm at it.
Okay.
Okay?
But it doesn't cost. Does it cost you the $8 to do it? I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
It would cost this extra thing if you were trying to take something away
The
from
positional add-ons you have to always pay, but the lake, it says on the tile,
Okay.
is $0.
$0. Okay.
All right? In addition, as if that weren't enough to everything I've said, you can, on your turn, instead of playing one of those tiles, you can play one of these. This is basically a 2 times chit, and it allows you to play a tile you placed again.
Okay.
In order to do that, you have to buy that tile. So let's say I played this business office and it cost me $8 and it does a thing. Hey, I'm going to do this again. Boom. I have to spend $8 again as if I just had the tile, but then it's like I just placed it again.
Yeah, but you don't get the ongoing effects because you only have, or is it ×2 on everything?
What I would get is, it's weird. It's not a 2 times multiplier. It's a play this tile again
Okay.
thing. I would get this again. I would get this upper bonus. And I get the bottom as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not only do I get the bottom as well, but now the bottom is doubled for the rest of the game.
Right. The ongoing.
So in that regard, it is a semi-doubler in that this +1 for every office tile is now a +2 for every office tile from that point forward.
Right.
Okay.
Because remember, I've already taken the +1
Right.
the first time around. Does that make sense?
Yep.
You cannot do that more than once per tile, so I can never put another one on that tile again.
If I can interject one
Yeah.
tiny thing, the only other thing that it doesn't double is that does not count as 2 blue tiles.
Correct.
It's now still only a single blue tile for other effects that like you raise money or whatever based on the number of blue tiles or.
Thank you. That is a good clarification.
Okay.
And it also works on a lake.
Yep.
So if I were to do this, I would immediately get $2 more for this and $2 more for this, and now any tile I placed on that lake would get me $4. Right?
Okay.
So don't forget you have these. They're more valuable, obviously, in the second half of the game.
When you got
But-
a lot of stuff out.
Yes, you'll see. The game can build in such a way that there might be tiles late in the game, airports, for example, that compound upon each other. I'll explain some of them when they show up during the game. And they might not show up because each of these stacks is a certain number of tiles. And in the 4-player game, we will see the most number of tiles, but we still have a
Many
significant
large
amount of
stacks
tiles.
of tiles that are out.
All of those are not in the B game.
Oh.
B deck or
B-
The
Yeah,
B
B
stack.
stack.
Yeah.
But airports are good for themselves, and in addition to them, they're good for every other airport. And if a lot of them come out and are not over here, they're good for everybody because they're friendly in that regard. You'll see when they show up. Those
But
can be good
also build-
tiles to double. You can build tiles late in the game that get you a lot of points, and then you can play them again and get a lot of points. Those tiles are often expensive, and remember, you can't just drop this and get it. You still have to buy that tile again. You still have to pay the cost of that tile. Just don't forget you have these. That's all.
Okay.
Okay. When you play one of these, it's as if you bought one from here or anything else.
So you gotta dump a
You have to
tile.
take one from this and throw it away. So this will always move forward by one. Okay. So at the end of the thing, your turn, after you've placed all that, you will collect your income, which in this case is nothing, and for me, and I will get a point, and I will move up one here on this track, and that is my turn, and now it is Nikki's turn. Right? So there is no scoring round for everybody. It's just at the end of your turn, you're going to collect your stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Every turn. All right. When you move up the scoring track, when you cause a score that causes your piece on the population track to cross one of these red bars, okay, you go, your population has gotten slightly too big, and you need to I don't know how it's thematically thing, but you need to basically...
It's a recession.
Okay, you go down one in each of your tracks.
Oh.
In your income track and in your reputation track. Okay? And that happens for every bar you cross. So later in the game, if you're here and you do a move that gets you 6 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you've crossed 2 of these, so you go down 2 in each. Okay?
All right.
For purposes of timing, these tiles score first. So if you were to buy this tile and you were here, you would move 6 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you go over one of these. These would go down. Then you would place the tile, make all your adjustments, collect your stuff, and if you then collected points to move you over again, you would go down again. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And that will become a key factor late in the game when there are potentially C tiles where you can buy a lot of points. But they're instant points, and sometimes instant points aren't as good because of that weird cascade effect. Okay, so I think that's everything except for the goals, but I want to stop and let Aaron come in. Now that you know the gist of Suburbia, let's do the Suburbia Inc.
Okay.
The first thing we need to do with Suburbia Inc.
is get rid of this money board and put the money in a different location.
There's a little triangle here where you're supposed to put your money, and as you can see, the money doesn't quite really fit on it. So that's already an improvement.
It is already improving on the base game. And as Dave mentioned, the stack distribution is slightly different, but there's still the same number of tiles in the game because the game is the same length. Here's the only major, there's 2 other new bits. We have a new type of tile, which is borders. These are going to be, there's going to be a stack of them here and a face-up display of 3 at all times.
Holy crap.
I'm going to move this just a
3?
little
Really?
bit. Yes.
Are they all different?
Yes, they're all different, I believe.
I thought they were all the same.
No.
Oh, this is exciting.
So here we have a desert, a forest, and an orchard. These are borders that are now available. They're available for purchase and placement just like any other tile. This is your one tile placement of the turn. Like Dave described, they're like these central municipal tiles. If I buy a border for the turn, I will still toss out one of the 7 in the row here. Okay? And the only placement rule is that these 4 indentations here in the border have to touch at least one of my existing tiles. That's it. There's no, I mean, obviously I can't cross over a tile that I've already built. But there's no limit, and it does create a future border. If I put it here, you know, then my suburb is going to be constrained this way. But in the crazy example in the booklet, like I could place a border here, and I could place another one here, and then I could place another one at this crazy, you know, like, oh, I could place a future tile here. This is now a valid building space.
Why?
Since it touches a tile.
Okay.
And then I could put my next border here. The example in the rulebook is insane with just all the places it goes. So, but keep in mind that this is obviously blocking in your future building quite a bit more than anything else.
Well, what's the bonus then of doing that?
These are basically tiles, but they have some big rewards on them. The border itself, like for instance, this says it's +1 income for each adjacent yellow, green, or blue
It's
tile.
touching it.
That's these 4 tiles only. It's the 4 that are actually in its indentation
Right.
rack there. Not, you know, and I suppose I could put another one here too if I really wanted to. Some of them are pretty expensive. They go up to $10, $18. Some of them are pretty powerful. Wow, this is... They also have, like the regular tiles, here's the cost, here's the immediate effect over here in the top right, and then an ongoing effect.
Minus $10 for each adjacent. That's your income?
That no,
Or what you build
that's an
next to it?
immediate. See, this is income. This desert gets you +$5 every turn.
Wow, -5.
That's huge. But -10 immediately for whatever's next to it. So you don't want to put a lot of tiles next to it. So
But once it's
That's-
there, you can place stuff next to it and it doesn't cost you.
no, it
or
would.
you-
This is an ongoing banner effect. You
Okay.
don't want to keep placing stuff there
And
probably.
what's the purpose of adding that one?
+5 income every single turn. There's going to be 20 or so turns in the game or
I
more.
mean, not every single turn.
It's income. That's yes for the
Oh
desert.
no,
Yes.
but it doesn't. You don't add. It just bumps you up 5.
Right. So it's $5 every turn.
It bumps you up 5 right away. Is what it does. Don't you say that like next turn I get to bump it up 5 again, but I don't.
No, I'm saying what income does is give you money every turn.
Got it.
All right. This is always a display of 3. So if Lincoln builds the forest, we put a new one out there, and it's this radioactive waste site. And we'll look at what they do as
The
they
big
go.
lake, too.
It is also a coastline or a
Look at
river.
that.
So you can build it for 0 to perhaps defensively take away a good one you think someone's going to build. And this, like a doubled lake, gets you $4 for every adjacent thing. But remember, there's only going to be up to 4 tiles adjacent, because
Right.
adjacent on a border just means these 4.
Right.
This also, for specific purposes of goals, which Dave hasn't really explained
I was
yet,
waiting for the end of that.
this counts as a lake. This river or coast tile, I don't remember what it's
Is a
called.
lake?
It is a lake for all purposes.
Okay.
All right. I'll shuffle these up so we can get some new ones. You want to just keep these ones?
I don't care.
All right. I'll shuffle
None of us
them
know
up.
what they are.
All right, me either. All right. Now, do you want to explain goals, or do you want me to explain these other 2 bits?
Go ahead and explain. We'll do
These
those
are okay.
last.
The other major component of the Suburbia Inc. expansion is a bonus and a challenge. There are 10 of each, but we only use 1 of each in each game. So this makes the game pretty replayable, and it's different each time. We take a bonus randomly, and we place it on top of the B stack. We take a challenge randomly, and we place it on top of the C stack. And these are just like community goals that we all can get a reward from. In this case, we will get +3 income at the exact moment that there are no tiles left in the A stack and we're about to place, I think it's,
Yeah, when you need to replenish.
yeah, when you need to replenish, there's no more in A and you're about to break into the B
We
stack.
can check later.
We determine this challenge, this reward bonus. So if, and this all players can qualify for this, if you have at least 5 reputation, you immediately get +3 income. That's a nice thing that makes the game a little friendlier than the base game, because you just have a way of bonus boosting your income as long as you keep this goal in mind. This is very similar. These
Is
are
it
always
1 time +3?
it's a one-time +3 for everybody who has met that goal.
Right.
This stack is always bonus income. This stack is always bonus reputation, which sort of jibes along with what with what you want to do in the game, is have some early cash income,
Right.
and then boost your victory point population at the end of the game. So the reputation challenge here is they turned out to be pretty much the same. If you have at least 10 reputation here, you're going to get +2 reputation at the minute that we exhaust the B stack and break into the C stack. That's it. That's exactly how those work. There's 9 other ones that we don't know what they are.
Okay.
Okay, Dave, did you want to explain goals?
Okay, so in a 4-player game, there are 4 community goals, and then we're all going to have a personal one. But I wanted to fully explain everything before, because you're going to get to choose your personal one from a hand of 2.
Oh, okay.
All right? The goals are going to give points at the end of the game. Oh, here we go. So whoever has the most borders will get 15 points. Ties mean no one gets it. Most means most. Outright most. Whoever has the most blue tiles at the end of the game will get 10 points. Whoever has the highest
Cash income.
investor marker on your track, and remember at the very end of the game, if you score a whole lot of points, you're very likely going to cross over a lot of those lines. So that will go down as far as factoring that in. And whoever has the fewest blue, so the most and the fewest are worth something in this game. And it's entirely possible that none of these goals will go to anybody because they could all be ties.
Okay.
Make sense? It's unlikely that that will happen, but what is likely, although in the expansion there's a tiebreaker thing.
There's a building that breaks ties, yes, but we may or may not.
That wasn't in the base game. So in the base game, nothing breaks ties, and usually one or two or sometimes three of those goals end up as ties.
Right.
I would say one or two, almost all. And some goals just never happen. The ones where it's fewest, for example, it's a big chicken game where basically people are like, well, I'm not going to buy that then. We all start with no blue, for example.
Right.
So as long as you never buy a blue, you can get this one. But as long as two people never buy a blue, then no one will ever get that. And that's, by the way, okay.
All right.
In addition to those goals, you get to keep one of those. This is your secret private goal that we don't know what it is.
Private dancer.
You only get to keep one of them. And I've waited.
And you can
I've waited
sort
as
of-
far as I could wait to let you know, so that you can figure out.
You could very easily have a goal that's the exact opposite of one that's up here, too.
Right.
So there could be a highest income, but your goal could be lowest income.
Right. Well, these two are opposites. So.
Well, I know, but it's more
Eesh.
crazy when they're in your hand.
Eesh and more eesh.
Oh, I like mine. Mine are good.
The goals, I think the lowest is 10 and the highest is 20.
Yeah.
The goals
Okay.
are either 10, 15, or 20.
So I'll keep
any
one.
goal that says 10 on it is obviously easier, in theory, easier to make. Basically, if you get stuff that boosts up your reputation early, that's great because you're going to get those points at the end of every turn.
But it's also terrible.
But you'll find that income is much more valuable at the beginning of this game in order to get your engine started because there's going to be really cool buildings that will come up later that if you can't afford them, and I don't mean crazy expensive, I just mean maybe by the time it gets to you, it's here. And it's whatever it is plus $4, and by the next time it gets around to you, someone else might have taken that for free.
Okay.
So you're going to want to focus on at least, if not all money, some money.
Okay.
There are some people that actually like to go back in reputation early on.
But I think the other more important factor is if you boost up your reputation too early and you cross over these first couple recessions 5 turns before I do, well then your game is going to be a lot more hampered than mine. If I keep my reputation built nice and slow and even at the beginning of the game, then I have many turns before my income and reputation income go down. You don't want to rush too quick to these red bars.
Okay.
Eventually you're going to get there, but you don't want to get there on the second or third turn.
All right, so let's go over all the tiles for you for
Okay.
the very first turn. So County Assessor for $11 will bump up your reputation, and it will give you $2 for every one of these types that you have.
So I would get already.
You would spend 11, and you would get $6 back. And additionally, every time you placed one of those, you would get $2 more. Is this is an ongoing thing?
That's ongoing.
Wow, that's pretty nice. But that's why it's $11.
And it's with the 0 additional on top.
But
So
here's the
that's
deal.
probably a
It
good
doesn't
deal.
boost your income. It generates money,
Right.
but it doesn't boost your income.
Right.
Doesn't
So
build your
you'll get a
engine.
$2 kickback for every tile you buy for the rest of the game.
Ah.
But you still are going to have money to buy those tiles. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying it's not.
But it's not helping this track.
correct.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what this icon is. Oh, is
That's
this go
minus
back
2.
to?
It's 2. You need guys to fill up the cemetery.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So for $4, this will bump you back to.
Okay. Sweet.
That's actually is kind of sweet. You don't want to cross this line until you're ready to cross it.
Right.
That's why this is so long, by the way.
Okay.
And this bumps you up for each adjacent green. Now, let's say you put that here.
Yeah.
Okay? So now you'd bump up 1. You only really have 1, 2, 3 more spaces.
Dave's got no room over there.
It's okay.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So the most this is going to get you is another 4 possible income.
Drag a little bit this way.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Right.
In other words, each
if I
adjacent...
had my green tile up here and I put it, I could build
you
more
could get
around
6
it.
around it. But here's the other thing.
Yeah.
There are fewer green tiles well, you never quite know because of the mix.
But I'm
pretty sure if we played with all the tiles and didn't remove any, I think there are fewer green tiles than the other colors.
Okay.
Although there are always some available here. Okay, here's that exciting airport I was telling you about.
Airport.
It's only $8 and it bumps your income up for every airport in the game. So you would instantly go up 1 income because you already have 1 airport in the game. And if Lincoln or Aaron and I ever bought an airport and we put it in our thing, you would go up 1 more. And so would I, probably, for your airport.
On the
Yep.
income track.
Yep, that's the circle.
Yep.
Which is the circle.
And the only detriment is that you're going to go back 1 in reputation for each adjacent green. So you just have to make sure you either place that not next to your green or next to your green if you are trying to go back.
Okay.
This is an expansion tile and it's weird. So let me explain.
Okay.
It costs $7 initially. It has no, that little arrow means it has no type, meaning it's not a color. It won't count for this, for example.
Which arrow?
That little weird.
It's not any one of the regular colors.
So you would not get $2 for it if you had this county assessors because it's not yellow or gray or green or blue. But at any point in the game, you can replace that tile with a yellow or a gray or a green or a blue from the array for free. Is that correct?
Totally for free.
You don't have to pay the cost of the tile. You don't have to pay the extra bonus positional cost for the tile, says Aaron.
Yep.
That seems insane.
It's very clear. It does have to be on your turn. It's not.
Do you set the new tile on top of it?
Yes.
Do you pull that one out?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
But
Check this one out, but here's the deal. Wherever this tile is placed in your array, that's where the new tile goes. So the only potential drawback to that tile is it might not be ideally located for whatever your future tile is.
Right. You have to choose the site ahead of time.
Some future tiles might not be able to be used because some of them may need to be next to something or adjacent to something to get whatever the bonuses are, and it might not be. But even so, if for $7, if like a $15 or $18 C tile comes up there, instead of paying $28, you can just take it for free?
Correct. But keep in mind that this tile is doing nothing for you in the meantime.
For the first half of the game.
It's not boosting your income or your reputation. It doesn't count as a tile next to a lake because it's not green, blue, yellow, or gray. It does nothing. It can't be doubled because it has no effect. It's literally just holding a place for something else later. That's all it's doing.
But you want it, don't you?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Straightforward 6 points. That's all it is. Law office. So, what does that say at the bottom?
Score a tied goal.
So there you go. So if you have a law office,
and you're tied for most blue.
And does that work from? Are there multiple law offices?
I believe there are 2, and you would be able to choose which of the goals if you were tied for more than 1. You don't score every.
But if I have the law office and you have the law office and we're both tied, we just both score?
Yes, you can both. Yes.
Makes sense.
If we were all tied for something, then just the 2 of us could score it. So yes, it doesn't eliminate the other law office
and
from choosing the
I
same
can't read
thing.
the last one with
Slaughterhouse.
my reader glasses.
It's a slaughterhouse.
+1 for every restaurant.
Okay,
and
so
-2 immediate reputation.
Right. There are no restaurants currently on board. The little restaurant icon will be like where this little airplane is. There'll be like a knife and fork there. And again, I can tell you how many there are in the game if you want me to go, and there are this many removed.
Right.
So some of those tiles could be great or they could be terrible.
Exactly. I've seen games where the airports, you build one airport and then there's never another one in the game. Or I've seen ones where you build the slaughterhouse and then there's 5 restaurants, so it's just boosting your income through the entire game.
If I remember correctly, I don't know why
Let's
this
go over
number is
the-
in my head. There are 7 airports.
I believe that's
total in the
correct.
game.
So, do slaughterhouses work like airports? So if
Because
other people are building...
If other people are building restaurants, which is the knife and fork symbol.
Okay.
Yes, the slaughterhouse gets a boost for every restaurant in the game.
All right, so here's the crazy new stuff.
The borders. We have a desert border. It costs $6. Boosts your income by 5. But it's -10 immediate dollars for every adjacent yellow, gray, green, or blue.
Now, if you don't have the full amount, do you just go down to 0?
So it sits there until someone can afford it.
No one's going to buy that one.
Yeah.
No, it's got. I think the 5 income is pretty fantastic.
Well, remember, this is only going to cost you -10 if you build it.
If you
say,
build
like,
it there,
if you
and
build
then
it like this.
never build another thing that touches it. If you don't build here, here, or here, it's not going to cost you any more money.
It's still -10. Though.
National Park costs 15, is +2 reputation, and +1 reputation for every adjacent thing or lake. Lake is that last blue hex. And this is the Bay, $13, +1 reputation, and 8 immediate dollars, not income track adjustment for every adjacent tile.
And these
so you
only
could
go
actually,
away if someone pulls one off the board.
Right. Or builds it as a coast.
Right,
yes.
but I'm saying until that happens, we're
There's
stuck
just
with those
those
3.
Yep.
All right.
But keep in mind, we have a most borders goal.
Yep.
And this does not count for that most borders goal. It has to be the brown
Sure,
side.
that makes sense.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, I believe it's Nikki's turn. Choose a
Wonderful.
tile.
I'm buying the airport.
Yeah, airport strategy.
So I need change.
Yep.
So it's 6 plus 2. Yeah.
Is 8? Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it next to a green, even though you're like, don't.
No, I think it's a good idea.
I'm still gonna do it for a start.
Well, here's what happens. You're going to go -1 for the green, and you're going to go +1 for being next to here for a total of 0.
Uh-huh.
So -1 in my reputation.
And then +1 and then +1 in your reputation.
And then +1 in my reputation.
Because you're next to this.
Okay, because of the community park.
Yep.
And then I go up 1 in my income.
Correct. Now, if you were to, I'm not saying move it because I don't think you should, but if you were to place it there, you would go up 1 in your reputation, and you would not go -1.
Well, you guys kept saying reputation
I
at
feel
the
like you're
beginning
doing
of
the
the
right-
game.
smart
is
I
No.
actually
not-
think you're doing the right thing.
I do too.
Okay.
All right, so that's the end of your placement.
Okay.
You made all the adjustments. Everybody else, hey, anyone else need to adjust theirs based on what Nikki did?
I don't think so.
Okay. You now collect $1.
Okay, from.
You collect your income and your reputation.
Okay.
End of every turn. $1. You get 1 population here. Give yourself
and
1.
I'm black.
And then these all slide down. A new one comes in, and it's Lincoln's turn.
Okay.
That is how fast the game goes once
Sweet.
it starts going.
The
What are we
new one,
playing?
it's a mint. It costs $15 plus 3 income and 2 immediate dollars for each of your gray buildings, assuming you build it. So that includes the mint itself. So every time you build a government building after that, you're going to get $2.
Okay.
County assessor.
County assessor, $11.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where it's placed other than just.
Sure, because
Sure.
you have to check everything that it touches and see if anything.
Well, it just says for each of your. Is that saying it's adjacent?
No, that's each.
No, but
But-
for example, if you put it next to that factory, you'd go down 1 in your
Right.
reputation. That's all he's saying.
That's what I'm
is-
saying.
I would go down for what?
Because the factory is -1 for every
Oh.
adjacent gray or green, which is a permanent, ongoing effect in the game.
The downer about buying that is then this isn't adjacent. It's just for whatever I have.
Right.
Yes, for the rest of the game.
Oh, I'll just do this then. That's fine.
So you immediately get $6,
Okay.
right?
No, 8.
It counts for itself?
Of course, everything counts for itself in
Nice.
this game. Yes.
So for basically only cost you $3.
And it's basically a $2 discount on everything, except that
Yep.
Really?
he
And what
also.
did you get in your reputation or anything? Nothing,
Yeah,
right?
no, he has to adjust his
I'll
reputation.
buy 1.
+1.
And then no boost to your income.
No.
So you get 0 income and 2 victory points. Give Lincoln 2, population.
That's right.
2.
Yep.
2
This
for
comes out from
purple.
here.
Yep. And then it's Aaron's
You
turn.
get, yeah. And it's a parking lot. Now, what do I want that cemetery or that redevelopment? I don't know if the
You
redevelopment.
know you want the redevelopment.
But it doesn't do anything for me. No, I'm going to take the cemetery because it's cheap.
No, man, don't make me buy the redevelopment.
Uh-huh.
You suck.
I'm going to place it here and try to get some green dwellings next to it. So I lose 2 immediate population.
Good enough.
No one lives in my suburb.
red?
I'm red to 0.
1, 2.
I will pay my $4 purchase price
This blows.
and +1 income for each adjacent green. So now I will
I'm
take
a mobile home community.
$1
you get a mobile home
and
community.
1 population.
Okay.
And Lincoln's placed that for me. I'm done.
Wow. How did that happen so fast? So I will buy a heavy factory.
That's pretty heavy.
I will put that here.
14.
Pay your $3.
Hang on, I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to do one of these later. Okay. So it cost me $3. And
No adjustments. No,
No.
+1 income.
correct. And I get $1 and a thing and a populo. And I will get rid of. Nah. Goodbye, new tile that no one ever played.
Yeah.
Gone. End of turn.
All right, it's Nikki's turn.
Yeah, I can only afford.
Now remember,
Remember, you can always do a
7.
lake.
you can always do something in
Get
the
some
lake.
cash. Or a coastline.
I don't know about those. Like,
They do seem like
Till
they're
later,
gonna block,
maybe.
They're going to block you in into
like
Well, and they're
build.
expensive.
now doesn't seem like a good time
Well,
to
look,
get those.
this is a
but
lot of money,
No,
but it's
look,
expensive.
It costs nothing now.
To
7.
place it for $4 a thing.
I can
Oh,
afford
wait,
the
look at that.
restaurants.
If I done this,
Yes, then you can get $16.
Oh, I never thought
Okay.
about that.
I'm buying the
Right in the slaughterhouse?
house
For 7.
for 7, so 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
And here we go.
So you go down 2 in reputation because of that.
Yeah. 1, 2. That.
Yeah.
Check
Okay.
your adjacent tiles
Okay.
That boosts your reputation up by 1.
because it's next to the community park.
Yep.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah,
Slaughterhouse
you
by
do want
one.
to do that.
This?
Yeah. If you're gonna place that, I think that's what you want to do.
Okay. 1.
Okay.
Did she already go down too?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You get
You
$1.
get $1 income and no population adjustment.
Okay.
And then we put out the
I
new
don't know
tile.
if that was a good move or
I
not.
think it was
There
okay.
it is. Okay.
Now you want to build restaurants if no one's going to build them for you.
Restaurants and airports. That's my whole world.
Yep.
Right. But you'll notice that not a single one of those is in
Yeah,
the
that's
array right now. Yeah, it's just the game.
It's okay.
Next time I play this expansion, I might just boom for the first turn.
What?
Just
Crazy
get 12
person.
bucks right away.
Oh, lake.
All right.
I don't know. You can't get $12 right away.
1, 2, 3 tiles. You can be Jason.
No, look, put it there. It,
Oh,
it
you're
won't
right,
fit
just
there.
2.
It'll only hit 2 to start.
All right. So you just took one of the free ones. You turn it into a lake.
Mm-hmm.
You get $6 for that.
Okay.
And now you collect your income,
Which is 0.
and your population, which is 2. So go ahead and do that. And then all these slide down for Aaron.
1, 2.
Oh, wait, it goes up every time. Oh, okay.
Every
Yeah,
turn.
Every
Yep.
turn. It's an ongoing
It's a-
chug.
It's a money income and a victory point income. Another slaughterhouse. Good to supply all these restaurants.
not a
that our
restaurant or
city
an
has.
airport.
That is not.
No, it's not.
But my meat's better.
Oh, why did
So.
I do that? So dumb.
I'm gonna take a suburb here from here, and I'm gonna put it next to my cemetery.
Does that get you something?
It gets me an income.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, really?
Yes. So yeah, because the cemetery
People like cemetery needs land.
Sure, yeah.
Thematic. How much did that cost?
It cost me $3. I gain 2 immediate points for red,
1, 2.
and then I get 1 income because of the cemetery.
Right.
So then I will take.
No,
my-
not yet.
Oh
You get rid of a tile first.
no.
You do?
I think you do
Is
all
that
that
the
first.
order of...
Ah, do it any order. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Take your
you're
income
right.
of
I
2.
think it's part of that.
Income of 2 and 1
Income
more.
of 2 and 1 point. And yes, I will destroy a tile.
But here's why it matters. If you wanted to get rid of the 10, I don't think you're allowed to use your income money to do that.
I think you're right. It is
This
part.
has to
It's
have
part
a-
of the placing. The
Correct.
tile. I think getting rid of the free ones is more.
You're going to leave the
often way
mint
to go.
just to mock me?
Yes.
New tiles.
It's an office building, not a restaurant or an airport.
I can't get to any of that. Parking lot. Yeah, and I'll have no money next turn. So, how do I want to do this? If I do that there, where's my lake going to go? It's going to go here.
Big lake.
Lake.
So I will do that here. So I go up 1 in my income, and I get an income for each adjacent thing. That's this one. And I also go up 1 thing for that. And so these slide down, and I get $3 and 2 Victoire population thingies. The A stack.
Convenience store.
C-store.
All right, Nikki P.
Yeah. So, I only have 2.
Make a lake
I'm going to make a lake.
or a river.
Lake or a river.
Look at that.
What are you doing, crazy person? Okay. Doesn't matter?
Yes.
Should I take the mint?
Well, this is also free.
Right.
Take the one that someone might
Take the
want.
Yeah,
one
I
you
can
think
buy the
someone
mint
wants.
for sure on the next
well,
turn.
then that
right?
might be good.
10, 15.
Yeah. And then you should take that one.
Boo. But yeah.
There's good stuff for you, though.
He
Is
said
there?
0 income. I'm not. That
No, do what you gotta
sounds-
do.
Come on.
Ah!
Do it. That's what you should do.
Okay. All right. So, I will get income for what it's close to.
Everything it touches,
Everything it touches. 2, 4, 6.
except other lakes.
You get $6 for that.
You also will get the $2 for building the other parts around it if you later in the game.
But none of this changes.
Right.
No.
It does not
Okay.
affect
And
your
now
turn.
you
get one.
these slide down, and you get one of these, and no victory point, and no
Okay.
population thing.
A freeway. Freeways are nice. They're
What is that? How much is that?
negative reputation for next to housing and +1 income for next to blue. So plopping a freeway in the middle of your business district gets you a lot of money. Lincoln is going to...
Cry because I could have finally been making some money.
Well, remember, every tile you place is going to get you money as well, right?
But he wants to.
I'm not generating
this track.
anything.
I understand.
I was told at the beginning of the game, worry about that engine.
But wait a minute. Understand, you are still generating... You are also still generating money.
Right.
But you can buy from up here, too.
Right.
I don't want those.
All right, so would you spend 11 for that?
Mm-hmm.
And?
Okay, so you also get $2 for placing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
From your other thing.
Yep.
And
+1 income, which he adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
right, and if just so you know, I'm not.
More of these come in, I can get.
Just so you know, if you place that next to your lake, you would get $2 more, right? Because the lake is still active.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
see what you're
saying
though.
Why am I not?
that may change the other
Understanding
adjustments that you had made for. There you go, $2 more.
Oh, did I adjust this? Did I do that?
I don't know.
Place it there, Aaron?
I wasn't watching.
Which one?
No, you did not.
Okay, so because that's what I would have done.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I didn't do that yet.
No.
Okay.
Yes, you were at 2. You were at 2 last time,
Right.
so
Yes,
your
you were.
reputation is where it should be.
Right.
You get $2 more for the lake,
I'm guessing.
and now you get your income, which is $1, and 2 extra points. And you slide down. In other words, Lincoln, you have not boosted this up yet, but so far none of us really have that much. But you are unlike us, generating money every time you place
Right.
a tile. So you are in a way getting some income. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Here's the second law office. New tiebreaker goal tile. I was going to make a lake, but I think Dave wants that waterfront realty.
Actually, that's the Lincoln tile now, right? It gets him $2 more for everything around his lake.
Right.
Plus it ups it's next to his
Yeah.
schmengity.
Well, it's not going to be there by the time his turn comes around.
Probably not.
I think that's the
On the other
best
hand,
tile
I
out
only have
there.
$4, so
True.
I won't be buying it.
I'm either going to buy it or I'm going to turn it into a lake. I'm going to buy it. I'm building it. Waterfront realty
It's good for when you plop a lake.
for when you plop a lake down. Yep.
That should be the slogan. For when you plop
When
a
you
lake
plop a
down.
lake down. I'm paying $6 for it. I don't have anything. It could affect my reputation here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it here. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So it has no effect right now that I place it. It doesn't affect it in the factory and it doesn't affect that. So I will take my $2 and 1 income point or population.
I
Thank
knew
you.
what you meant.
That's what I meant.
I will spend $2. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. I'll have 8. Yeah.
Lake?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6. And then
9.
I get $3 more. And 2 of these. End of turn.
Oh, there's waterfront.
Oh, waterfront realty.
All right, now I got some money.
8.
It's not just hard to do. I don't
Find
know
the
what you wanna do.
convenience
I don't know
store.
that you do either.
Okay.
So that's 8. And then it's anywhere, really, right? It has no.
Well, if you put it on your lake, you get money there, right?
Sweet. Do that.
So that gets you $2 immediately for placing it around your lake. Oops, sorry.
Do I want to do that? Or
I don't know. That's why I
well,
was
because
asking.
this is an adjacent thing, right?
Right.
And that's an adjacent thing. So I
Okay.
kind of want to leave them open,
Sure.
right?
That makes sense.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But you still get
So
$2 for
there's 2 for that. And then I bump up on my income track 1.
that. Yep.
And that's it.
And you get $2 more for your income. And no
Sweet.
points.
Okay.
And these slide down. These slide down. Shake it up. Chicken. Shake
Restaurant!
It up. There it is.
What?
fast food
What?
restaurant.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Buy
Anybody
stuff,
can
guys.
book it here, Nikki.
Slide it down.
It will slide down by the time it's your turn.
I don't have enough money,
Oh,
even if it's 0. Slaughterhouse?
He's laking it up. Laking
Oh.
it. For
$4.
and 2 points.
Business supply store.
Lots of Office Depots.
Man,
Yeah.
Staples.
I really want to.
I still won't be able to afford any of that.
I'm gonna make a lake.
I know, there's a lot of lakes this game.
I know. Well, because I
Money
have
got-
Waterfront
money got
Realty,
tight.
so I'm getting $12. It's 4, 4, and 4.
Nice.
And then I get my $2 income and 1 population.
All right. I cannot afford
Last
the law
A tile,
office.
fancy restaurant.
Uh-oh.
Fancy as well as schmancy. 13 for the fast
It'll
food
be-
restaurant,
it'll be
5,
a
6,
lake
7, 8,
by the
9, 10, 11. All right, so Waterfront Realty is the only blue tile I can afford. And I don't want the schmengity, so Waterfront Realty it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will go here. All right, so I get 2, 4, 6 for the Waterfront Realty, as if I had played it. I get a +1 income adjustment for being next to a blue. I get a +1 score adjustment for being next to a blue. And I get $4 and 3 victory points. And
At the end of Dave's turn, we're filling in this tile here, which is the first tile from the blue stack.
yeah. No.
Now, did anyone reach 5 reputation and
Look at
get
me,
the
I'm at
bonus?
2.
I'm at
Dave's
at
1.
3.
I only
Alright.
just.
No.
It
I
seems
know.
like being at 5 now would be bad.
It does seem like it, but at least you would get
an immediate
bonus
3 above
for
it.
income. Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Okay.
And we don't know that maybe the rest of these are. We'll look at some of what
I
they
don't
are.
actually mind that one in a way.
No, I'm. Oh, the very first B stack is the postal service.
Okay.
It gives you +1 income for every one of your blue buildings that you have, so that can ratchet up your income
If you have a lot of them.
which we all have 1 and Dave has 2 so far. Gonna buy some trailer park?
I'm gonna turn it into water,
Oh,
All right.
I think.
okay.
Water. Water it is.
Yeah. $4. So you get $4 for the move.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, you get $2 and 0 reputation. All right, Link. Nothing but blue tiles for you now.
Boo.
Oh, look.
Did you shuffle those?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Nice. All right, $14. And then for just placing it, you're going to get $2 for the
Lake.
$2
And
for
$2
the
for the county assessor.
county assessor.
And
Income bumps up 2 for the tile, plus 1
plus
for your
1 for
other
the
tile.
adjacent office building.
Nice.
Yep. And then he gets $4 and 2 points.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
2 points for
Yep.
purple. 1, 2. You're getting close to the red line, so
Yeah, I
you
know.
know.
Yeah, we're all going to go over the red lines. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, an airport. Nikki, your game is
What?
looking up.
What?
Domestic airport. Right
Can I-
there.
Can I afford it? Can I afford it?
For
Oh, it's so expensive.
$21.
Yeah. Well, right now it's $21. But it'll get cheaper.
All right.
But here's the deal. You don't care who buys that.
No, as long as somebody does,
Right.
doesn't turn it into a lake
Right.
and does not turn it into a lake.
I had it, but you know what? I'm going to stick with my plan.
Do your
All right,
plan.
here's my plan for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to buy a border.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I love it.
Crazy.
He just wants to do it.
I know.
Well, there's also points for it in this game.
Yeah.
I'm spending $6 on the desert.
What? You're going to lose $10?
But-
No,
the
I'm
$5.
putting it next to a lake.
Oh!
It's not next to a yellow,
Yes.
a gray, a green, or
But
a
that means
blue.
you're never building next to that again.
Yeah, that's true. But it's 5 income. That's huge.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, geez.
And now I get to toss a tile because that was
So
as
flip
if...
one.
Butts
Oh, yeah,
count.
flip a new
Are
one.
we going to do one?
What did you just toss?
A business supply
Sports
store, but there's another
complex.
one. $18,
Ooh.
3 income, and plus 1 income for every adjacent gray or
No,
green.
I can't do that.
Gray or green?
Yeah. none of us
No,
really
I
do that.
can't.
That was exciting, Aaron.
Unless
the
I
lake,
build
the
for
lake
it.
thing was a nice little thing.
It worked out pretty well, huh?
And
I
if
mean,
you place next to that lake, you're only going to lose $6.
$6. It's still a lot. But yeah, I'm getting 5 a turn.
So what
It's
is that?
totally worth it.
Minus 2 every...
Huh?
What?
The last one you just flipped.
This is a new tile from the expansion. It is water purification plant, 7 reputation. That's a lot of points.
Wow.
-$2
For every yellow.
every yellow in the game.
In the game?
Yes,
game?
every.
Wow.
So it's going to cost you a lot of money,
So
but
2,
get you a
4,
lot.
6, 8, 10, 12. It'll cost you -14 right now.
Plus, it's an ongoing effect for the rest of the game.
right.
Every time
Why
someone
would
does
you
it.
ever do
Because
that?
you get
If he
7
does
reputation.
$14 after you've done it the first time.
I believe you start losing population instead,
Oh, okay.
which is terrible.
Eek.
But you're gaining
But
7.
this 7 is more than any other tile in the game for sure.
Business supply store.
Wait. I didn't finish my turn.
Yeah.
I did not
more
take $7
exciting
and
things to
1
do.
point.
Correct.
Done.
All right, business supply store. So +1 for the tile, +1 for being adjacent. You have 1 or 2 offices.
2. Yeah, it's
And that's it. $8 and 3 points. End of turn.
Okay.
So it does get you 3, and
7.
there might not be any more restaurants. You may never go back 3.
6, 7. We'll see what we're doing.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
All right. So I am going to place it next to my suburbs.
Okay, so you go up 1 in income for the tile.
Okay.
You
Fantastic.
get
3
3
for being close to a.
1, 2,
Suburbs.
3, just like that.
Okay.
You get +1 in your reputation for having a blue tile next to your community park.
Okay. And then that is.
+1
nothing.
for every restaurant, so you go up again
Right.
in your income.
In my income one more time.
Yep, and now you get $4 and 1 thing here.
Another?
Yeah, because you're now scoring this.
Oh.
That's the last thing you do is you
Okay.
score both of those things,
Sweet.
and these slide down.
Museum. This is a gray government building which gives you 1 reputation and 1 more for every adjacent gray building to the museum.
Well, you can always buy one of these. You can buy one
11.
of these.
But that's always going to be that minus thing.
But
do
on-
I have a choice?
Hold on,
I don't
hold
want to
on.
build these.
There might not ever be another restaurant. And here's the deal: he's getting 3, 4. He's getting He's getting so much for it right
That's
now.
huge right now.
Okay.
Yeah, there may never be another restaurant. He can take all the restaurants and turn them into lakes or burn them so that we don't get them.
Okay, so you just paid for the tile, correct? Mm-hmm. So you get $2.
It's a gamble, but
you
it's
get
not
$2
as
back
bad as it seems.
for your $2 for every tile
assessor.
thing, right? You get 3 for the thing.
On your
You bump up.
income track.
That was. Are you moving it there instead?
Yeah.
Okay, to get 2 more for the lake.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I think if you should leave it where it was.
Do I? Okay.
Because you get +1 income off of that, which is going to turn into
Oh, it is
like
Yeah, it has to be
$20 through
sure,
the game.
All right, so you get 3 income for the tile you just purchased.
Wait, he moved it from the lake, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They
$2.
never. Okay.
But you'll get 1 more off
You
of
get
that
1 more
office
off the
building.
adjacent. You get 1. Oh, you don't get. That's the different thing. And
He already
then-
got the assessor $2.
right. So now you get $8
$8
and
and 2 points.
And 2 points, by the way, is perfect.
Yep.
You didn't want to score 3 points.
Yeah, it's gonna happen next turn.
Of course, but the
yeah.
point is you want to jump big over it. Trust me, dude. You'll see.
12.
It's crazy.
Okay. We put a domestic airport out there.
Ooh. Oh, wait, hang on. Did you just buy a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Your income goes up 1.
Yeah. Because of the slaughterhouse?
Yep. No, because of the
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Domestic airport.
Hmm.
All right, what do I want? All right, I don't love any of these tiles.
I love that you did that.
I know. Well, but now I can only build this way, and if
Like I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Lake here, right?
But it would cost. Oh, you're
Another
right.
lake?
I could,
Oh.
but it wouldn't get me that much.
No, it wouldn't.
It would get me like $8.
Right.
All right.
You need an airport.
I'm thinking about it. My
Look at all that
planning
money.
commission- Well, yeah.
Don't forget these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Those
Link,
guys are
you
pretty
could,
great.
for example, spend $9 again and drop it on that restaurant, and you could get 3 more in income, and you could do everything you just did again.
Yeah, but then I get -1, right?
You'd get -2 for every future restaurant in the rest of the game if they came up. But I'm just saying, don't forget you have these.
Okay.
Right.
All right, I'm going to build the airport.
Thank you.
It will cost me $13
Wow.
because of the
Oh,
plus
2.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will put it here. I get 1 income.
Yep.
I get 2 reputation because it's 1
Oh.
for this airport and 1 for that
2
airport.
for every two
One
rep
for one for each airport.
Right. So in this case, see, his
No,
airport.
no, don't touch that. It's this. It's my reputation.
Oh, okay.
His airport gives him reputation for every airport, whereas
Yeah.
yours gives you income, right?
So she
Right.
should go up
you
by
get
1
another income.
1
Yes.
to
Yeah.
6.
Yep.
And then I also go up another reputation for placing a yellow adjacent to my community park.
Yep.
And so I believe that's everything.
Yeah, everyone's doing good.
I will get $8 and 4 reputation points. But I started in a little bit of a point
1,
hole.
2, 3, 4.
What a point hole.
I'm a big point
Such
hole.
a point hole.
And I'll put out another
ma-
domestic airport.
We make
Wow.
us laugh.
That's a lot of airports.
All right.
All right.
Can't afford this. Can't afford this.
Airports.
No.
Lakes.
No.
$8.
I don't. The problem is that bumps me up right away, and then
What
I
is
go
the deal
down.
with that, though? New construction, is that just what it is?
It's just like an
It's a
empty
lake,
lot.
but
It's
with
like,
points instead of money.
Yeah.
It's not like that black
It's like
one that we
those,
threw
you
out.
know. Yeah.
Not
No.
one that can get replaced.
All right. I'll buy factory. Thank you for $3. All right. I'm gonna put this here.
Look at all those factories. Look at your factory district.
That bumps me up 1.
Factory town.
I get $4 for that
Mm-hmm.
from my waterfront realty, and that's everything, right? And I get $9 and 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Wah wah. I go down 1 here, and I go down 1 here. End of turn. Oh no, I got to get rid of something up here. Free thing. I don't care.
Arrgh. Postal service would be nice.
Movie
for me,
theater.
too.
Ooh.
I know. But you don't have $12.
I don't have $12.
You have $20 for a movie theater.
No.
You want
I
an
might-
airport? How about an airport?
No. Maybe the new construction.
I think that's a pretty cool thing.
6.
Yep. 6 for the
And my
new
new
construction.
construction
Yep.
will go here.
Okay, so
And then.
here's what happens.
Okay.
You get 2 points for each adjacent thing. That's 4.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. You get 3 points for each adjacent thing. That's 1, 2, 3.
For this.
Yes, that's good. That's where you
Okay.
wanted to stop. Ideally, because you're going to go 1.
So first I got for
Yep.
these 2.
Yep.
Then we moved on to this one being
Correct.
next to this one.
Correct.
And then no,
That's it.
That's it. Okay, and then but
Now you get $6 and 1 point, which puts you over.
okay.
So you
Then
go
you adjust
back
your-
1
Down.
and back 1.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
these slide.
Okay.
It belongs in a museum.
Oh, Office of Bureaucracy.
Is that a new one?
No, it's a good, just a kind of a fun one. It's a bonus income for every one of your gray buildings, and Lincoln already has 2. Well, not that he's going to spend $19 on that.
Oh, I put that in the wrong spot.
Post office.
Right. If you put it, you can put it around the other,
Other lake.
But oh yeah, because you don't care about adjacency, right?
Not on this one, just for each of these. So it's
All right.
an
So
additional 3.
do you spend the $12?
Yes, you do.
I have
Then
no
you
money.
get $4 back, 2 for the lake and 2 for the
assessor.
accessory. Yep.
And then
And then,
plus
3 more.
3 income.
Yep.
Jeez, wow.
Yeah, it's nice.
I know.
Yeah. I wish I could have afforded
And
it.
that's it. Then he gets $11 and 2 points.
And then you go back 1 in each. 1, 2.
$11.
That's a pretty good income. Light rail.
Mm.
Ooh, it's plus 1 reputation and income for each adjacent
Oh, that's
blue or
cool.
green. Yeah, that's pretty good.
$12. Oof.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah, the timing of sometimes when some of these come out, right, is particularly. Can you get that airport again?
I'm thinking about it.
All right.
Airport strategy. There's so many good. Look at that. They're both
I like
right there.
that.
It just rockets up my points. Unfortunately, it's not
Well,
like
if
I
you
like
get to
Nikki's
10,
better.
you're
I
gonna
know,
get-
but I'm not
You
gonna
get two
that.
more.
Come on. Get an airport. Every city needs
Well,
two.
you're going over the line right now.
I am going over the line.
Kataki, you've gone over the line.
Yep. Give us your gun and your badge.
That's
That
pretty
was great. That was great.
I'm gonna buy a movie theater. $16, and I put it here. I get 2 income, 1 for the tile and 1 for being next to the suburbs.
Okay.
Then I'll take $10 and 4 points, which I think.
Hang on. Do you go up? You go up on the reputation.
I go up
too?
on reputation from the park. Yep.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
it. Thanks.
And you take your money back.
I took my 10. No, doesn't. I don't need to.
That's me. You took your income,
I took my $10.
and you get 5 points.
5 points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you go back 1 in each.
You mean I have a recession
Yeah.
thematically? Thank you.
Slide everything down.
All right, done.
All right. I've got $21. What's there at the end?
Retirement Village.
Nope.
Why is that a no?
I don't like the green
It's
tile.
Sunny day
$18.
real estate? No.
Because they don't do a lot for you.
They get
except
you a
for
lot of
some
points, and a lot of points is good if buying that doesn't take you over the line before you score this. It's a timing issue for me, usually. Like for right now, that has what? 5 points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I really wanted points, that wouldn't be a bad buy because it wouldn't knock me down yet before I could collect these. But I'm not. My game is not at that point yet where I'm ready just to buy points. Yeah, airport. Light rail for 20.
Ooh, I like it.
Wow. I don't have that kind of money to blow. 8.
There. So 1, 2, 3.
Does nothing.
1, 2, 3. And that's it. 11 and 5, which I believe is exactly where I want to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
On the line.
Pull something
Let's
out.
do this one.
Yeah, that thing was going to sit there
That's
for a while
horrible.
until
That's
somebody
why
made
you
it into
shouldn't
a
do
lake.
it.
'Cause it's just
Clog
gonna
up a
clog
zero.
up the whole thing.
Yeah.
I need those zeros because
Yeah.
I'm not making
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to get this next to.
You can only get it next to 2 things.
You don't want to put it next to your new construction because that's going to get you points
Right.
later, right?
Right.
But lake next to a lake does nothing.
Sure it does.
Does?
Well, it gets you these two.
Yeah.
All right.
The
so
likelihood of you filling everything around is going to be.
Come on now.
And if you put something here, that's worth $4 to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're next to 2
So
lakes.
here we go.
$4. You get $4 for the lake,
Okay.
and then you get $5 and no points.
Okay.
Done. And these all slide down.
Office of Bureaucracy.
Dave
and-
does too about every time. And these go down, then he leaves.
I know. Well, he's
I
wants
can't
us to
read
do
my arms
something.
are too short to box with God. Thank you, Nikki P. Remember, you can also do the ×2 thing. But at this point, if you don't care about money and you're trying to get points, then that's probably
But
what you
that's
wanna
good for him because he can put it next to a
do. Right.
that
Yeah, there's a
type
bunch of
of
different
building.
places. That's a great thing. Yeah. So pay your $8, but then you get 4 back immediately.
So here's 4.
Right, because you have the 8.
Right. 2 for the assessor, 2 for the lake.
Right.
And then you get 2 reputation, 1 from the tile and 1 from adjacent gray.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And then you get $10 and 3 points. And you don't have to adjust anything.
Not yet. Magnetic fingers.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
all pay.
Retirement
Oh,
village
we'll
again.
all pay
Another
for the
one.
adjustment.
I'm going to buy a factory. for
Where are the 4
$3.
tiles that for the end of the game?
They're buried in here.
They're in roughly in the middle. This cost me $3. I will put it here, which just gives me +1 income and not much else. Take my 10 income and 4 points.
Oh, heavy factory. I thought you were doing an airport.
Nope, I decided the factory was cheaper, which it was.
And what are you getting rid of?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Aaron.
A lot of domestic airports.
There's a lot of airports, and I don't want to pay money, so I'm going to get rid of an airport.
Oh,
But you
come
have
on.
an airport. Don't you want to keep them in the game just
They're
in
not
case?
going to last that long. I don't want to pay
Airport,
money.
Dave.
I just said
I
I,
will
didn't
not
want
be
to pay
buying an airport,
$2.
Nikki.
Light rail.
I will. Oh, that's good.
How'd you like that light rail?
Whatever. I'm gonna spend $3 for this suburbs. So I immediately score 2 points for that, which means I drop back before I do anything else. Now I adjust. I get basically that back for being next to the light rail. That's all that happens. I get $11 and 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason that I bought the 2-pointed one instead of the 5 was I didn't want to go over that line. I didn't want to go over 2 lines in one turn if I could help it. And I will get rid of the officer. I'll leave that airport for you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
There you go. I moved all the ones that my hands can reach.
Gas station.
Gas station. Well, I'm buying the airport. So,
Hey!
Hey!
doomp,
It's an airport!
da doomp.
All right, so
So, do you, deal...
we'll
your own
do it
stuff
internally.
Okay, I have a weird question.
Sure.
Is this one of those games where if you're not keeping track of your own
No, everything...
stuff, then if it
No.
kind of
No.
misses
No,
your...
everything
Okay.
should be adjusted correctly in this game.
All right.
You don't have to be
I'm
paying
putting it
attention.
next to another airport.
Okay, you don't get anything for that.
It doesn't matter.
But
She
you
just
do.
doesn't
But
want
you
to be
go
next to it.
down for each adjacent, right?
For
But
each
it's not
green,
adjacent to a green.
Correct. Now, if you put it here,
You get $4.
you'll get $4. So the first thing that happens is you get 1 for your income.
Okay.
Then you go up in reputation for every airport in the game, which is 1, 2, 3.
3.
So you go up 3.
3.
You go down for each adjacent, but that's not the case.
Right.
You get $4 for placing it. Give me $1 back, please.
Okay.
And does anything else happen for you?
Yes, she has another airport.
This airport?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So I go up
Yep.
again.
Yes.
One more.
Yes.
Yep.
And then your airport
And
kicks
then,
in.
right, we're actually doing this in the proper order this time. Then my airport, I get an extra reputation for every airport in the game,
Okay.
so +1.
And then everything you've just done is done.
Down. Okay.
You're going to get $7 and 3 points. And these slide down.
Okay.
And it's Lincoln's turn.
Casino. Oh, this is a great one. It's actually even greater than you thought. The last time I played a game that I won by
so expensive.
40 points, I won.
It's
with this.
$22.
It's $22, -3 reputation, but it essentially cancels the income penalty for all these red bar
Oh
recessions.
my.
Because you get +1, which cancels out the -1. So you're only losing the reputation for recessions for the rest of the game. Basically means you're gonna get to 15 income and never stop if you get a casino.
That's better if it's at the top of the B stack, though.
Yes.
The better one to get.
The better
there's
one
that
is
does
the
the same
one-
thing for points.
Yeah. That one is better.
C. Or is it in the B
It
stack?
might
No.
not be in the game.
It might be in C and it might not.
We don't remember. I don't remember what letter it is.
I'm pretty sure it is C because it'd be
But
too
that
powerful.
said, that gas station is not bad for you, right?
Me, I'm buying the light rail.
Okay. Oh yeah, sure. That's great for you too.
No, I want it. Don't I want it? Don't do it. I want it. No. It's mine.
Are you mimicking me or something?
No, I really wanted it. I was so gonna buy that.
Okay. So
Wait,
did you pay the 12?
Yes.
You get your 2 back
Plus the
from,
6.
You get 2 back.
Right.
Oh, great. Plus 6. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then you go up 2 in each of your tracks.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's it for now.
Yep. Slide them
So he gets
What do
$12
and 5 points.
5 points.
And 5 points for purple.
So
go back one.
Oh,
2.
that's good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed the red line, so that goes down.
Each,
Okay.
1 recession. Yeah.
Crap. I want to build a retirement village. $8. I get 5 points immediately.
Are you red?
Yes, I am.
So please have a recession.
I think I will. I get 1 income for putting it next to a movie theater.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, you know, the old people got to be entertained. And then I will get $10 and 4 more points, which will give me another recession.
Oof.
Yeah, just over the line.
Yeah, well, can't be helped. Final B tile, shipping center.
What is that? I don't remember.
It's just $2 for every blue in the entire game.
Wow.
But it's only boosting your income by 1.
Right, but for $26 right now, you could get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So it's not worth anything yet.
But it'll basically pay for itself.
That one is an exciting one later. Oh, I think I'm going to buy that stupid gas station for 11. I figured if nothing else came up, I will not be placing that next to any greens because I do not want to go up 1. So I will get 1 for that, nothing for this, but I get 1 here and 1 here for that, and done. 13 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I go back 1, and I go back 1.
And yet again, we've all failed to reach the challenge, and
That's
no
hard.
one gets the reputation adjustment.
Aw.
I know. It was hard.
It's hard.
Actually, I took a quick look, and they all seem fairly difficult. You really, really have to
They got the
focus on it.
advanced level stuff, right? There's
Yeah.
some people that really crank out.
International Airport comes in at the end there. That is a lot of airports I've
International.
seen.
Oh, that's good.
That is
Anyways,
a good one, actually.
I will be buying the power station.
Power station.
Yep.
$17?
$17?
Yeah, I got it.
Nice.
Just. I got it just.
Nice.
Just.
That's
got
all
it
my
somewhat.
cash.
And it gets you...
It gets her up
Plus 4
4
income?
yeah.
Yeah.
Does it get you anything anywhere
You
else?
can
to
put it
either
next to a
replace
lake
it?
to get $2.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it doesn't really have any other good placements, right?
Mm.
But you could get 2 points by putting it next to the new construction. If she wants.
Oh,
those 2
because
points.
it's a
It's a
office
gray.
or whatever that
a government
means.
Yep.
Okay.
That's well,
Better.
Here's the deal, though. At this point, I wouldn't.
Better.
worry about it. Well, you're going to get 3 points,
At the
and
end.
only 3. So you're not going to have a recession this turn unless you place that there.
And
then you
fine.
will.
Whatever.
Okay.
Give her. All right. Give her 2. Did you get $2 for the lake?
No, I have nothing.
There's
Yet.
your 2 points.
And here's your $2 for the
$2 for the lake.
Okay.
And did you adjust your income?
No,
by
I did not.
4? You
Is
did
it
not.
4?
4. 1,
So you get
2,
11?
3, 4.
And then
3 points.
1, 2, 3.
And you have what we like to call a
recession.
recession.
Okay.
Down to
1,
10 and 2.
1.
Excuse me.
Now, just so you guys know, there are 12 tiles here, so that's 3 rounds. And then somewhere in the next 3 rounds will be the, hey, next round is the last round tile. So you have anywhere from like 5 to 7 more turns.
Okay.
15.
You d- That's so what I just made up my mind to buy.
Okay.
That's so what I was going to do.
Nothing is more
no.
satisfying than that.
Aw.
That was my turn.
This one's going to be
It better.
even more what you
It better.
Okay.
Oh,
But I
that
need
is-
I need reputation.
So do I.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the guy who's got. You know, you're gonna go back up.
I got 3.
He does only have 3.
Well,
That's
So-
awesome. That was awesome.
Come on.
Nothing is more exciting than
The
when someone
one thing-
shouts at you for your move. All right,
The
so
one I needed.
the first thing that happens is you don't get $2 back for your,
Right, because it's not one of those.
but you do go up in 2 reputation right away, and then you go up +1 for everything that's adjacent to that.
wow.
Yep.
So you will definitely want to build next to that if you can.
Purple.
Yeah, of course.
Here's the reason why I think that might be better. If you can place something next to your light rail, you'll get the bonus for the light rail and for that piece, right? It makes that spot next to the light rail, that one spot next to the right rail now is even more plumb.
This one here
Yeah,
and this one here.
just that one right there,
Okay.
right? Anything
Yeah,
you
it's-
place there will also get you another reputation
Right. From the
for the guy. In other words, if you do it here, then you're splitting your interests. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
But
Similarly, if you place something there that's not a green or a gray, because that will knock you down 1, you will also get money from your lake. I mean, in other words, It's an ongoing bonus. On the other hand,
Well,
if you
this gives
just
me
buy,
+1s as well. They both will give me where I need the +1s. I mean, yeah, I'd like money too, but I'm not getting any money. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm going to go bump down now, just now. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You have to throw out a tile because you bought a border.
Let's do this then. It's fine.
And we need a new border. Amusement park. That's not too bad. It's not as good as the
you
border.
want this tile, right?
Well, so
This
does
is a
he,
good-
doesn't he?
Right, but since we're the only
His
two
tile
that can
costs
get
him
it,
$10.
yeah,
though.
it's gonna kill me if I place it next to it.
All right,
So
so you're going up 8, so
Oh, yeah.
you go into recession.
But you get before that $11, which we
Okay.
didn't give you yet, right?
Right.
Here you go.
Bed and breakfast.
I appreciate your getting Aaron to swear and shake his fist at you.
That's just such a good thing, and I was like, oh, I got the perfect spot for it.
That amuses me.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build an amusement park for $15.
These are awesome. I'm never going to build one of these, but they're awesome.
They're pretty cool. They're a really good expansion to the game. I get 2 reputation immediately, and I get 2 income for each adjacent yellow or green.
Nice.
So I go to 13 income. And then I get 13 income. And a measly 5 points, which 1, 2.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And what were you going to get rid of here?
Let's see. I guess this one, since that's better, as we just explained, it's better for Lincoln than for me. Oh, except now I have a spot for it.
Right.
But it's not, no, I want to put yellow and green there, so no.
You want to put anything there. It's worth 4 reputation.
Yeah, too late. All right, fine. Okay.
Throw away the retirement.
No, I'm just going to give Lincoln a chance at how much money do you have?
I don't have enough to do it.
There you
Oh,
go.
well, then
Throw
go.
away the retirement village, because that actually hurts me the most.
Okay, fine.
Because that's what I was going to get.
Okay.
Because I just care about this now.
All right.
So there you go. You hurt
Ooh,
me.
lake house.
You hurt me the most.
Must be adjacent to a lake.
Nah.
Ah,
Then it
I've
gets
got
you
lakefront
3
property.
reputation.
I don't have enough money.
It's an expensive house.
Bed and breakfast, eh? Simpson, eh?
Is that food?
No, it's the green thing. I might be doing the green game now, even though I'm not a huge fan of it.
I want to share lunch dinner.
Okay, 17. I'm just buying these now. Okay, so that goes here. I get 2 points immediately. 1, 2.
Sorry. Okay.
And I have a recession. So that's that. Then I get 1 for each of my greens. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I get +1 for each adjacent green. Then I get 1 of these for each adjacent schmangany. I believe that's everything. And I get $12 and 5 points. And I go back again.
University.
Mm-hmm.
End of turn.
You all, to me, it feels like you all have better choices.
I think that's
and
sort of the
if
beauty of this game.
We're all making the same kind of
You
income.
feel like your choices suck and everyone else's are pretty good.
All right. Yeah. Community park. So I need change for that.
All right, so you get
$6.
6 and change +2 for placing it next to your lake.
Lake.
There's your 2.
And
You're going to go down 1 in income, but you're going to bump up 1 in each for this and this.
2. 1, 2.
Yep.
And that is that.
That's everything.
Okay. So I get $9 and I go up 4 on the
Yep.
people track or whatever it is.
1, 2, 3, 4.
which works out okay.
And you get
$1 change.
$1
back.
change for the 10 that we gave you for your 9. And you have to throw something away.
Okay. I think someone's hoping for the casino, so I'm
All
gonna
right.
throw that away.
All right.
Chip fabrication plant. +2 rep, plus possibly many incomes.
Well, you could just get this, right? That would bump up your light rail and also
Sure.
work for your thing. It only costs $3. And guess what? You get $2
And you get
back.
$2 back.
$2 back for building it.
That's a pretty much of a bargain, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a great move.
It cost him $1 and he got 2 income and 1 income and 2 reputation out of it. And
You bump up. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that weren't bad, no, but not at all.
And
Nicely
you get
balanced.
to throw away one of these. So figure out what you can make Aaron curse you for.
Gosh, I don't know what to throw out. I'll just, well, guess I'll give him a shot so he can be not mad at me.
Aw.
Aw, thanks, yeah.
The love.
Redistricting office. Oh, this is also a new expansion tile.
Okay.
You pay $6 per player in the game,
Oof, $24.
but you take 5 points from all the other players.
You mean you steal it?
Yeah,
They lose it and
they
you gain
lose
it?
5 points and you gain.
Oh,
Ugh.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
But that's
look,
going to
David's got
cause
those tickets.
that's going to cause their. It might give them a
Oh, wait,
reverse
don't I get
recession,
paid?
Oh, that's true.
and it
paid
might give
victory
you
points?
several.
We didn't finish.
Yeah, we didn't give him.
Oh, you're
stuff.
right. Absolutely.
$11.09 points.
There's your 11.
9 points
I'm going
for
to go down
per
one
block.
on everything.
You are this
You
color.
want me to move it,
Yeah.
Dave?
1, 2,
I can
3,
do that
4,
for
5,
ya.
6, 7, 8.
Ugh,
Oh, you go down
twice.
twice. Sorry,
Ooh, that was a big jump.
It'll happen.
All right. It didn't matter too much what you threw out because there's 2 really good ones out there for me.
Checkpoint.
International Airport.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Airport. Oh, yeah, look at this.
What kind of crazy is
look
that
at
for
this.
me?
First,
You have like the little
So
jaws. What?
Nothing.
yeah, actually, I know I do. I have this little. I'm going to put it up here. Okay. Well, first of all, it's +2. Well, first of all, it's +4 income for me. I can't go above 15.
Right.
It's also +4 reputation because there are 4 airports in the game.
Right.
It's also +2 income from being next to the amusement park, but I can't go any higher on that.
Let's all cry from that.
Yes, I know. And then you also will go up.
All kinds of stuff.
Yep. So
One-
you're going to go up a reputation for an airport and an income for an
Yeah.
airport. One of each.
And I will go up another reputation for my other airport.
Yep.
And I paid all my money. Then I get $15 and 10 points.
Wow. I could give Aaron 10 points. Or no, Aaron,
34. It's going to be 2 recessions.
2 recessions for you.
Oh.
Slide them all down. Way down.
Only one.
Indoor mall.
Excuse me again.
+1 for each of your blue buildings for reputation. That's not bad for some people.
Oh, it's so expensive.
Yes, it is. $32.
So expensive. Hotel.
Why don't you, Lake House. Don't you get your
No,
don't you have a
hotel.
Lake House? Okay.
Why is it even?
I'm not at that point yet.
Wow, you surrounded that light rail.
I did.
Good job.
Thank you. That's gonna go here. So I get 1 for income on that. I get a victory point for everybody else's greens. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Really?
5, 6, 7. Yeah, but it's just gonna knock me down. 1, 2. I go down. I go down. I get 1 for this for being adjacent. That's it. $12, 3 points.
Oakley dokley.
1, 2, 3. I go down. I go down. End of turn.
I would be buying the lake house.
Is that the steel one?
No, it's
Oh.
just 3 reputation immediately,
And 2.
and 2. She gets 4
18.
remaining points.
Yeah, I didn't have 18.
So I go here.
And it must go near a lake. Very well. Which means she immediately gets $2 back.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
1, 2.
She also
So what's
gets,
this? Is just
get
relative? It
3.
gains you relative
Yeah.
to everybody else.
Correct.
You don't gain, but
1,
everybody else
2,
loses
3.
5.
No, you steal them.
And then
So everyone loses 5 and you gain
2.
15.
15?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
for each of I only have 2.
Yeah.
And
So 4.
4 victory
Yeah,
points.
but nobody's going to throw it out. Take for
So
And
victory
it
four
costs
victory
$24.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh.
Recession.
Recession. 1,
And recession.
1.
And then we've done everything else except
Yeah.
I
What do you
get a victory point for everybody else's greens.
all the time?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the
it's
rest
an
of the game.
ongoing, man.
Oh
You
my
always-
lord.
That's really with every tile. You have to check every other tile in the game to make sure it doesn't do something. But there's not that many that
Okay.
do, so you
Yeah.
usually know.
So then I get $9,
Yep.
And I go up 7. There, and then I have another recession. So
Yep.
we all had. Did you have 2 recessions?
I,
Yeah.
had two. I
turn?
think we all
We
had,
all
two
had
this
2
turn.
recessions this turn.
That means you're improving your engine.
Okay.
Resort. +1 victory point for every green in the game. Oh. He's buying the chip fabrication plant and putting it next to my national park.
Nice. That's never going to stop being funny. So hang on. You're going to get 2 for the lake and 2 for your
I'm so sick
schmangity.
of that.
I love that. Love that.
And then 2 reputation and
Plus
1
1.
more for that.
Nice.
And then +1, well,
these
3
3.
income for your 3 blues. That's it. And then you get $12 and 10 points.
Nice.
10. You're at 41.
So 51. You only crossed 1 line.
You did?
3 change.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Only 1 recession.
1
then
recession,
1
Sir Lincoln.
But only 1.
Only one?
That wasn't an office, was it?
No, it was
Just check.
yellow. We got apartments here. I can't afford
Who would have
that.
thought I could order for
I guess
a
I'll
piano
take
of
this
my
since
own?
it's been
I know,
sitting here
I
forever.
know.
I'll build this
Schaefer
checkpoint.
did.
Someone better.
$14, so I have 1 left, and it gets me nothing from this.
Nothing.
But 4 reputations. Oh, and $2 for every border, so I get $4.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why you wanted it.
You're right. No, I didn't even read that part. Then I get $13
And 12 points.
and 12 points.
Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Go. Please have 2 recessions.
I figured that would be about right.
Damn. Slide them down.
High school.
I'm gonna build this suburbs
Oh.
for $3.
And he's going to
1, 2, 3.
not throw away that
That
one.
gets me $4 for the lake because of my waterfront realty. I get 2 victory points right away for building the suburbs. 1, 2. I bump that up for that adjacency. I get 1 point for each of my greens. Boo! Knocks me down.
1 point for each of your greens?
1 point for every green that I have, and here's a new one.
Yeah.
So that kicks into effect.
All right.
And I believe that's all of the effects of my thing. I need to throw a tile away for this.
Yeah,
This
you do.
piece of crap.
What was it?
What was it?
That's the 6 points per player everybody loses.
Oh, everyone else loses
The one
5
I just
points.
asked
Yeah.
about.
I don't even want to see that
No,
happen.
that's pretty evil.
Yeah.
Slide them all down. I don't even care if there's anything else out there that people want. I just didn't want that. I get $10 and 2.
Local. Oh, this one's really cool.
2
Local
points.
EPA office. Well, it's if you need money. It gets you 1 reputation. It gets you $2 for every yellow.
In the game.
Yes. So 4, 8, 11, it gets you $30 when you build it.
Right.
After you spend the 12.
And it's a business.
And it's an office, yes.
You're not kidding. You would finally make this. I'd go up again with the business supply store.
Yay. Good for you.
Okay, so I'm going to buy that again, basically.
For 11. So you put it 2
And I
times on
put it
there
2
because
times
you
on there.
can't do it again.
Okay.
You go up 1 in income.
All right.
You go up 1 reputation for every airport in the game. There's 4 of
4.
them.
1, 2, 3, 4. 10.
And then that's it because it's not like you placed it. So you,
Right,
wouldn't,
you
you
don't
don't get
get
the money
that.
for the lake by being next
Okay.
to the lake.
Right.
You're just doubling this tile,
All right.
basically.
Right. And
So-
you didn't make a 5th airport. You just
And you have to
triggered
throw
it.
one of these away.
Oh, now. Shoot.
And while you're doing that, I'm
Thinking
going to
about
get you
it.
your $9.
What is that one?
Indoor mall.
Yeah.
Here's your $9.
Thank you, sir.
And you're
All
going to
right.
get 10 points.
Fine.
And 10
That.
points,
10. I am black.
you are.
1,
Nope, by the way,
Other way.
I've done that so many times you don't know.
1, 2,
Is that the end of the game?
No, that's a bad
8,
tile that we need a new
9.
replacement
2
for.
recessions.
One more. 10, there you go.
That
2
was 2
recessions.
recessions.
Why is that like that?
I think there's a make your own tile in every stack, and we just didn't remember to sort them out.
Actually, you should take that one anyway because that one's better for me than this one. Right? Because I can score my 4 on that one.
Okay, so it's
18.
$18.
But of course, you get 2 back immediately. That thing's, I know, it made him like $40, that thing in the game. That was
Well,
a great first
He won't
tile.
have 16 next turn, but he'll have it the turn after that.
He might, actually.
So then I get 1 for every
Okay.
green in the game.
1 point.
12 points.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you score 12 points right now.
Yep, 2 recessions.
Was this here or
I
here?
think it was 61.
61. 2 recessions.
Boo.
Yeah, that's the thing. But you go up 1 for the light rail and 2 income, right?
2
One
income and 1 rep, yeah.
and 1 wrap.
Because of that and that. Anything else for all? And 1 more here for all your blue. 1 more income.
Did you bump your rep up yet?
And another one for the chip plant for all your blue. He is going to have 16 exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, is it not likely that I'll get something that's a very strong thing?
No, it's just your ability.
It's just why
your
not
ability
take
to
11? Nothing's going to get you 11 points.
12.
12.
Yeah, you drop it next turn, you get the same 12
Yeah,
points.
That's
Unless somebody
that's
plays
pretty
some
great.
greens.
If someone plays greens, you'll get even more.
So how much do I get now? I get
13.
13 and 8.
And then 8
Nice.
points.
And
Yeah,
another
that's
drop.
great. That's me. But go ahead and give me 13 points.
So I drop 2 more.
Yeah.
But that's
But
okay.
here's
You
the
got
good part.
13
You
out of
collected
it.
the money first.
Right.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
And what did you build?
He built the resort.
That wasn't a thing that triggers anyone else's thing, right?
Unless, no.
Right.
No. Okay.
Trying to pay attention. It's really tough.
Middle school. See, the schools all come up at the end.
A school.
I'm building a heavy factory. It gets me 1 income. Costs me $3. I'll throw out this hotel.
Oh, you white-eye.
Oh, there's that one now.
Oh, yeah. Well, he doesn't have $22. Oh, he does. He just
He
has
does.
to spend more. Dang it.
Well,
I might be not buying that anyway.
And
What's that?
PR firm. Oh, it's the one.
That's the one.
It's the one that negates the,
the one that negates the
reputation loss.
Knocks you down in income.
But it's $30 right now.
$30? Oh,
Oh wait, I'm not done. I have to take my 12
I'm so close.
and then 10 points for red. 56. 1, 2 recessions. And we're getting at least 2 more turns. No, that's not true. Dave could trigger the last turn. We're getting.
I might actually buy those stupid apartments and just help Lincoln again. It's just a lot of points, right? And I don't have any more blue adjacency love. Correct? No, 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 no. So, that gets me $4 for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I get +1 in income for the tile. I get a thing for every green, which we decided was 12, right? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, it
4,
didn't change.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 2 there, right? Boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom. I get no adjustment there, no adjustment there, because it was a blue. No adjustment, it's not an office. So I score no points, and I get $9. End of turn.
Okay. Hey, Dave. Now that we've all had an even number of turns,
Yeah.
and the tile hasn't come up yet, so we're either getting 2 or 3 more turns, should we mention the one thing we forgot during the explanation, which is that money counts for some victory points at the end of the turn?
I totally forgot
believe
that.
I've forgotten about it. At the very end of the game,
You've
the only
ruined
things
my
that
game.
final score are the goals, and $5 becomes a victory point.
Every $5?
And you get to you ignore the red lines for those final scoring
Right.
purposes. You just get your points and that's it. So yeah,
okay.
it doesn't make a big difference, but it's a few points
I
since
completely
we're all
forgot
doing
that.
fairly well. I've forgotten it in multiple plays of this game. Go for it.
Sweet. I am going to buy my fast food restaurant again
Okay.
for 7.
And what do you get?
I am going to get bumped up the track 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to score
6 points.
6 points
Nice.
for my 2 green areas.
Areas. 2, 4, 6 with 1 recession,
Yeah.
And that's it, right?
Yeah.
and then
You
7
have to
and
throw
7.
away a tile,
Yep.
Okay.
and you get 7 and 7.
It's just not. I don't know.
Probably the green one is.
Yeah, the
It's
green
the
one
best
is going to
one to
give a
throw
bunch
away.
of bonus
For
points
everybody?
to
Yes.
Lincoln especially.
For all of us.
No.
No, more to me. I
You're
have.
right.
I
Yeah,
have
he's
more
got a lot more
adjacencies.
He's got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic.
And you get 7 points.
Okay. Sorry.
2, 4, 6, 7 with one more recession.
Recession.
And did she get her $7?
She did.
Yeah. I don't know if I helped
International
myself there or
airport.
not.
There's a lot of them in the game.
That is we've
Somebody
thrown out,
buy an airport.
just by luck. There's 6 of the 7 are in the game already.
16, right?
Wow.
What?
If you got 14,
I do. I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I have to.
love it.
Wow.
All right, so let's do everything in order.
Right.
So the first thing that happens is you're going to get 2 points.
$2 back.
for this, for your thing.
The next thing is +1 reputation.
Right.
Then it's this, $2 for every yellow in the game. 3, 7, 10, 11. Yeah, 16 is 32,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow.
$32. All right, anything else that triggers off of all your gray buildings?
No.
No.
But office. Do you have a business supply center as well?
No, I think the other one got thrown out.
Office.
Yay for Dave. An office was built. All right.
Okay,
So-
That's all the triggers. So then he gets his 11 and 7.
11 and 7.
Yeah.
We're going that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure my
I know.
direction.
It really needs little arrows, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. That was ideal.
And you did one recession.
Wow.
Yep, only one. He managed to stop it exactly the right
What
place.
kind of crazy are you going to
One
buy?
more round. After this round is over, the start player and everyone after her gets one more turn.
The monster.
And then
And
that
so
tile,
will you.
this tile is ignored, and you still place a new tile,
Sure.
of course.
Makes
We got a
sense.
bed and breakfast, which is a +1 point for each of your greens.
Want to share lunch dinner?
I got one of those.
Yeah, you do.
I can afford a lot of stuff, but I don't get a lot of chance to spend.
Well, but luckily, Aaron just filled you in that every $5 is a point.
Right. So you've got
That
a
was
few extra points.
That was a
banked up.
nice little handy reminder at
Yeah.
exactly the right time.
What did you buy?
I'm gonna buy an international airport for
Thank you.
$26.
Wow.
I like that,
wow, is that? Oh wait.
but I don't. I do and I don't.
So I get, for me first,
Yes.
I get 5 income and 5 reputation because of that airport being the 5th one.
Yep.
I also get more pointless income and a reputation from this
Holy
airport
crap.
and a reputation from this airport. So I maxed out
Now
all
you
my
see
traps.
how the airport strategy
Right.
can really kick
But
in.
I honestly have seen one airport come up in a game.
It
period.
happens.
And then you also get 2.
Is that times 2 now?
Yep.
Reputation.
Move up 2 in reputation.
Luckily, this is only going to affect
One,
her for one more
2.
turn.
And then one from
income
here.
from that one.
Yep. Nice.
And then I will take
15 and
15
15.
and 15.
Nice.
What am I?
Red. Come on, all kinds of recessions.
Well, I'm at
71.
5 is 1,
81.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh,
So 3
exactly
recessions.
3. So I'll get my 12 and 12 for my last turn, or 15 and 15 maybe.
Slide
Yeah,
it down.
okay.
Give me something
Slide
exciting.
it down.
Something
How about-
exciting.
How about? Oh,
What is it?
it's the tile you threw out of the game because you hated it so much at game before. The redistricting office. Oh, but you don't have
Lincoln can buy that
$24.
one.
No, it's
Oh.
$34.
He's got the money.
Oh, I thought you said Nikki could buy it.
I'm going to double this.
Yeah.
This is all bad. All right, done. Move.
12
Done.
points?
This goes up here, right?
Yeah.
I don't get like the lake again.
But you get 12 points because there are 12 green things in the
Yeah.
game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Perfectly 2, right?
Okay. 2 recessions, correct?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Oh, this is going to work. 1, 2.
Oh, wow.
I get $9, and I go back to 1, 2.
Why did you just go
1,
back
2,
to?
Because he
4.
had 2
Ow!
recessions
Oh.
from that first thing.
It didn't work. I need to go back 1 more.
Okay, fine.
And I will not spend the $10 to throw away that tile.
No, I know. Even though it would save you 20 points.
I don't think it's going to matter.
You're right.
anymore.
No, I know.
If he buys this, it's just as good.
You're right.
That's 15 points, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it doesn't matter one way or the other. So I will get rid of just whatever the thing is. Well, I guess I'll get rid of the high school.
Stupid.
Oh wait, I get. Oh, no, I already took my $9. That's why I can't spend 10.
Right.
I didn't have it. I knew there was a reason.
Condominium.
I knew there was a reason why I didn't spend 10.
Ooh, plus 5 points and plus 3 for each adjacent blue.
Okay, so I am going to buy that.
All right, that cost 10.
10.
Has this kind of restricted you, do you think?
Not really. No, I mean, I think if you place them okay, you're fine.
There. Okay. And then, yeah, just,
If you,
So that bumps you up 1 here,
right.
If you build
Gets you
more than
$2
2
for
of
the
them,
lake.
it might be kind of crazy
There you
go.
to restrict your
and it gets
growth.
you 6 points immediately. So
Right.
take 6. Black.
1, 2, 3, 6.
And
Take
then
one
Recession.
1 recession, and then you get 8 more points and $6.
Okay. Ridiculous.
I'm only laughing because you're at exactly $9.
That's it.
Yeah, I see
I'm
what you're
done.
saying. You're right. One more.
Oh, yeah, I'm
Finance
sorry.
recession.
Another recession. Arrgh.
Hey, another PR firm.
Just see how it turns out. Doesn't matter.
All right, so you just spent 30, right?
Yep.
All right. So, if we're reading it correctly, Lincoln goes up 15 right now.
Yep.
It's the same.
But now let's do the other stuff first. It's an adjacent gray, so give yourself a reputation. $2 back.
Right.
That's gonna might get you one. And you don't have any other all gray or anything, right?
All right. So you've adjusted all your things, right?
We think.
Yes. It's an office. You get
I
to
did
go
my
up
I did my
anytime.
office.
Okay.
Believe me, I couldn't have been more
Okay.
excited. My stupid office.
So then we all go back 5. Everyone except purple goes back 5.
All right. So let's do Nikki first. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Fantastic.
5. These bump up 1.
It's not gonna matter for her though.
It might matter for gold.
I know. She's not gonna collect it, is what I'm saying.
Red goes back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You bump up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I almost bumped up 2.
So does that mean you go back 1 point when you're in the minus?
Yeah.
reputation?
Yes.
Yeah. He went back 2
I
points.
went
last
back
turn.
2 last turn. Purple,
And then-
right?
Yeah.
15 and 7 is 95?
92.
92, thank you.
So 1, 2, 3,
One,
Wow.
two,
4,
three, four,
5 recessions.
Wow. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, that's why the other move could have been better.
Maybe.
No, they don't. Still
It's
would have
the
gotten
same 15.
It was still would have gotten the same
And
15.
1, 2, 3, and $5, which, by the way, is
Is a point.
Another point.
Hey, new car dealership.
All right.
Whatever.
It's -2 income for all car dealerships built after this one.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's +5 to start. All right. I think I'm just gonna double at something. There's nothing out there that gets me real points, right? That's 6 points. I can't afford this one. I'm doubling my domestic airport for $11. Gets me 1 income and the max reputation. So then I will take
That's clearly one of your goals.
maybe
Not maybe.
$14
And 15 points.
and 15 points. Am I red?
Yep.
So 91 because
Yep. 1, 2, 3,
2,
4. 4.
4. Nice.
Right on the cusp.
Tring, tring.
And throw something out, please. It's not going to matter what you throw
No,
out.
it's not. A high school. See, all the schools are in C.
I will spend my entire $11 for this bed and breakfast. I'll place it here. I will score 2 points for that immediately. I get 1 of these for each of my greens, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A recession, a recession.
And then 1 more for your already existing bed and breakfast.
I get 1 here and 1 here for each adjacent. So another 1, 2.
And a recession.
A recession, a recession. And then I get +2 points for every green tile in the game.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
1, 2.
And a
A
recession.
recession and a recession.
Do you have a resort? Lincoln also gets a point because you built a green
Oh,
tile.
give him a point.
Bing.
And then I think that's it. And I get $8 and I go back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I get 2 recessions because of it.
Am I?
All right, end of turn.
That's
That's
that.
that game.
All right, so now we do this.
Okay.
Who has the most of these?
Me.
Boo, take your 15. I have the most blues for 10. Highest investor is you, right, Aaron?
No, you tied me with. You tied me by
going
going
back?
1 point back over a recession. 1 point back over a recession.
It's awesome.
If you had
Nikki.
1 more point, I would have just earned 10 points.
Fewest blues,
Like,
you
we're
guys are
tied.
tied.
We're
with 2.
tied, so neither of us has the law office, so we can't get that.
All right, did you make your secret goal?
No, because somebody bought the yellow.
It's just most of everything.
Most
right?
of everything. But I was going to have yellow. And then,
No, but I think it has to be.
It has to be most like total, right?
1, 2, 3,
How
4,
could that
5,
possibly be,
6,
though?
7, 8, 9,
She has to have the most
10,
of all
11,
of them.
12. She's got
There's no
13
way.
tiles.
She has to build the least. No, not of all of them. The
Of
most
any
total.
one of them.
And
But
what,
you do get a point for money.
all right.
yes.
Fantastic.
Wait, she must have. Did she move the wrong way?
No.
No, we went back because of Lincoln.
Okay.
Did you make your goal?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. What is it?
Fewest
20.
greens.
Nice. You get 20 for that?
20.
Oh, nice, because we all bought an extra. Sweet.
And
That
the
is-
money?
I'm sorry, 96 to
Nice.
116, right?
Yep.
And your money?
And then your money.
1, 2, 3.
Nice. No, 4. You have 20, right?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, I'm
1, 2,
sorry.
3,
Yeah,
4.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And
I like the way you split
yeah.
them.
made mine with most yellow, 15
cool.
points,
Nice.
and 3 for money.
Did you win?
I guess so.
Yeah,
Wow.
15, right? 106. Yeah.
And I have 20 points for the lowest reputation.
Yeah, I figured. 115.
And 1 point for money.
116.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
This game's awesome. So, because I had lowest reputation,
That was rough.
That's why I went for the greens. Because greens are bad in building your reputation. You saw I'm at -2.
Right.
I
You went
wasn't-
for
I
all
wasn't-
immediate points.
I wasn't even trying that hard to get to -2 because the problem with the greens, as you saw, is they boost you into early recessions because they score first before this scores. So I took a lot more hits to my thing, but that was okay. I wanted some hits, but I didn't want this many, right?
Right. No, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the game, Nick? Since you've spoken very little.
Well, I was just listening. It's a tile laying game.
Yeah, which
I
you
always
love.
love tile laying games. It's very clear that this is definitely a game you need to play more than once to get the handle of it. I was, like you said, by about the second turn, I was understanding this stuff.
Right.
But the bookkeeping of it's a bit like
Right.
as you grow, you're like, oh my God, wait. Oh, there's that one over there. That one over there. So that was a little...
Most people, when you
yay.
play this game with them, are fairly helpful about that sort of thing, though, I've found.
Yeah.
I mean, unless
Sure.
you're playing with real
You're always
custom
gonna
people.
point out, like,
Some people
right.
are like, hey, I just got a thing. The airport
Right.
people, for example, always help
Help
the
each other out.
Yeah,
Of course.
Because it's their, in this case, it's to their benefit to do
Right.
it. But, for example, if you had the business supply store and I didn't, I would tell you when an office came out. I'd go, hey,
Yeah, it
Lincoln-
didn't
hey,
seem like they
Lincoln
came
office.
out that much. So
No, but
No.
there aren't all that many.
Just like, for example, you never lost 3 reputation or
From another
from another
restaurant.
restaurant. It never
Well,
happened.
it's only
Never
one.
happened.
You never lost one from there. It never
Right.
happened, right?
But
So
we
that
would have
was a
let
good
you
buy
know
for
if
you.
it happened. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's a negative.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go
We
ahead.
would
What
have
were
helped
saying?
you out with that.
That was mostly it. I didn't really pay attention to goals at all.
Right.
other
That's-
than yours.
Well,
Other than mine. Which
That's not a bad thing to do your first.
No,
No,
but
it's
she got
not.
one though. She got the
Yeah.
2 blues, so
Yeah.
at least.
No, we
it's
tied.
No, she
Socialist.
tied.
We tied.
Oh, that's
Tied.
right. Darn it.
I thought you were paying attention to that because you and me were tied at 2 for a long time. And I
Yeah.
kept praying for you to build another one. It would have got me more points.
Yeah.
Well, you won, so. Mr.
But I want more.
Yeah.
I think it's
But,
funny that he's angry about this. Though.
It
That was
just,
so great.
It was just like, I literally, 30 seconds before that had made up my mind. Like, oh, that is my total move right there. And then it was 2 turns in a row that you had taken the thing I wanted.
That was perfect. Now, not to not to kibitzy and go back too much to that, but did you see what I mean about you never really were hindered by clogging up 2 of those light rail spaces?
No, I know. I mean, I never had the opportunity to buy the things that I needed.
At that point in the game,
blue or green.
At that point in the game,
I wasn't getting another blue.
They
It just didn't
were
happen.
both good placements.
Right.
See, that's why I was going for all the money. I'm like, oh, then I'll be able to buy a bunch of blue. I'll
Right.
be able to catch Dave, which didn't happen. But he bought another blue. So anyway, it was 1 away, and then it was 2 away. And I only had 1 more turn. So
Right.
I like the up and down and the recessions. That's fun.
That is really fun, and it forces you to sort of keep
Yeah.
an even pace and keep on improving
Right.
both. Unless you're like Dave, specifically trying to keep one low.
Right.
Yeah.
Miscreant. I'm a
I
miscreant.
just
have
at
to-
a point there, I
You have
I'm a
was
to keep them
successful
both growing.
miscreant.
at a point there. I was getting frustrated because my income was not
Right.
increasing. It was actually decreasing. I'm like, what am I doing?
You really,
That's
really have
not-
to focus on that in the beginning. There was
But
a point,
I thought I was doing well
even when we were maybe
for
still
a while
in the A
there.
tiles, where it was like we all had like 4, 5, 6 income, and you
Yeah.
still had like 2, and that
Did
starts
I?
to hurt.
I thought that was Lincoln who was.
initially, but then
Having
I
issues
got
with
something
income.
that
But Lincoln
helped
got
me
at
out.
least money generation, not
True.
income, but money generation. That's not. That's almost. I'm
Right.
just discovering that's having never seen that or played that title before. That's almost as good as income.
Oh yeah.
In the early game.
How much? Well, look how much did Lincoln get off of this plus his 2 lakes?
Yeah.
$40, $50.
Well, it's easy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, $26.
plus 12 and 8, 20 more from
lakes
lakes.
or anyone can.
I
do
know,
lakes,
but
yeah.
he was raking in money every turn before he took his income, which is your point.
Did he buy that
And his income was slow to start.
office
Oh, it was
thing?
terrible.
Okay.
But it's okay that it was terrible. I know you didn't feel like it was, but it's okay that it was terrible
Yeah,
because
well,
you
yeah.
were at least generating $2 back for every tile you bought. The only reason you really want to don't have no income in the beginning of the game is you don't want to be hamstrung into having to lake it up.
Right.
I mean,
Lake it
right.
up.
That was what happened to you by the time. I mean, you had 3 lakes, and this is a B level lake, and that's just because.
That was right, I think, when we got to
Right.
the B
But,
level
but
stack.
They were
building
all-
your
but they
third
were-
lake means you're having money problems.
In all fairness to
Okay.
Nikki, at that point though, they were all the tiles at the bottom were the crazy expensive ones.
Yeah.
So even if she had $8 or $9, she wasn't able to buy anything. She had some bad luck in that regard.
Yeah, a lot of, by the time it got to
But
my
this is a
round,
B stack, right?
even here, $15 tile,
But like this new
Was-
construction tile that you bought,
I don't know.
that didn't get you any income, right? It just got you points.
No, but I was trying to do the whole worry about money at the beginning and then start worrying about your people points. So when I bought this, I was thinking, okay, it's time to start worrying about
Right.
my track points.
But again, this didn't bump this up. It just got you points first.
Yeah.
And that always hammers you in the recession. This is the one
Okay.
thing that I'm always worried about on the green tiles, right? Because they score first. So they can often knock you down before you then collect your stuff. So it's almost a double whammy.
Okay.
That's why I'm not a huge fan of the green tiles, like I said at the beginning.
All right.
And obviously, I'm that guy. Yeah, don't buy the green tiles, you guys. Meanwhile, I'm buying them the whole game. But it wasn't.
Well, you weren't for a long time.
I wasn't. It wasn't my intention.
And I couldn't
you guys.
imagine you had the same goal as me.
Right.
No, there are no.
There are no.
same.
The goals are not.
Yeah,
doubled
I
up.
was like, there's no way. So I wonder what he's doing.
You could easily have.
So I had
the
to worry
opposite.
about that, though.
But
right?
I did.
You guys only had 3. I mean, I would have broken the tie if I built one more, but there wasn't anything for me to do.
But
It
once
wasn't worth
you're
it.
once you've got your goal locked in, there's no way you're going to buy another one and cost yourself 20
fewest?
points.
Yeah, but I could
that's
still be the
awesome.
fewest because of my law
Because of your-
office.
yeah.
Oh,
So
the
if there was a
tie-
green
oh,
one,
You had
Hey.
the tiebreaker.
yeah.
So you were golden with that goal.
Well, I could buy one more, but I didn't see anything that was going to really give it to me.
I bought 2 suburbs.
Yeah.
I mean, those got me points and those got me thing. But remember, that's me not buying from the row twice, because there was either nothing good or I just didn't have money.
So what do you guys feel about since you guys have played the game before, what do you feel about the expansion?
I like all the. It's a pretty simple expansion, really.
Yes.
It's a new type of things which can have big rewards,
Yeah.
but also obviously constrain your building depending on where you place them.
No one make that up.
Yeah, you have the Waterfront Realty. That's a $24 placement right there.
Oh, because it doubles.
No, it's at +2. It's $6 per hex
right,
instead of
yeah,
4.
yeah.
$24. But you don't necessarily need that, and you
Right.
can get more points out of stuff. I really like these borders.
Yep.
Even though I placed 2, it didn't really constrain me very much.
Yeah.
Except for actually the desert where I didn't want to place here. But still, I felt like I got good use out of them.
You ended up winning.
Well, yeah, but there was also a goal for those that I was specifically shooting for, especially since you guys didn't build any borders for a long time. But I really like these challenge and bonuses, even though we failed to get both of them.
Yep.
I really think that they are a sort of good, like Star Trek Catan or the other Catan that gives you little bonus powers. This gives you that early game boost that you just might need to like get over the hump. So, and just looking at some of the other ones here, there's like, you must have 3 of any one of these types of buildings. You must have built at least 4. It is, but but in the A deck, you only get 4 turns. So you have a yellow, a gray, and a green, but you either have to build 3 out of 4 turns building one of these.
Yeah, and they weren't necessarily
if
there.
They come up. However, if they're green or yellow, you can always just buy them from here.
You're right.
And you start with one green and one yellow.
But you really do have to focus your game around, your early game around getting to those.
Right. Those are definitely more attainable
13
than the ones
points,
we got.
$25. Yeah, we got a little bit of a rough one.
Both of them.
5 income, that one would have been good. A couple of us could have gotten that one. But I like these because that income boost at the beginning of the game seems like it really could help.
Right.
Although, like you said, maybe it'll just...
2 income for 5 income, that seems like the rich get richer.
Yeah. But you kind of... I like them because they give you a reward, but you really have to focus on them mid-game. Right. I would love to play a few more games with those and see how they go.
I decided about a third of the way into the game that I was never going to get a border. So after that, I just stopped looking at them.
Nice.
But I actually think
they can be pretty powerful.
I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the notion that you have these like 4 slots that might just be available. Like right now, I'm set up for a border.
Right. Yeah, I could put another one, but it's only going to touch 2 hexes, which is where most of us probably are. Radioactive Waste Site, oh, that's brilliant. It's plus 5 income, minus 7 population for everything next to it.
Dave, I should have built it here because then I would have been 1 point closer to Aaron.
No, you got an extra point out of that because it bumped up your reputation.
Oh, that's true.
I like that part. I'm such a fan of this ongoing, even though sometimes you forget, especially near the end game.
This sort of ongoing placement grid that over everything affects each other.
Because if you think about it, it's no different than games in which you have a special power that's yours for the rest of the game. Like, oh, I want to get this card now.
Yeah.
And now for the rest of the game, every time my wizard cost me 1 less, or whatever game is played. Yeah. It's really no different than that. It's just trickier to kind of keep track of because of the physicality of the array. You just kind of have a tendency to forget sometimes where things are. But I like that some are for adjacency and some are not for adjacency.
Yeah.
I love the ones that are global.
I do too.
Because then you start to root for other people, like, buy that green. Come on, buy that blue, buy that office. Like, I was excited when you bought an office, even though I knew it was going to steal 5 points from me. There was like, but I get to bump up my business. And in fact, if Aaron hadn't have done so well, you took away one of Aaron's goals by doing that.
By boosting him up.
So in a weird way, the border would have lost him the game for sure. Because you would have gotten this goal.
Right.
If he doesn't drop me back 5 points, then you get that goal. Yeah. What did you think?
Oh, I think it's neat. It's definitely... it's not that complex, ultimately.
No, it's pretty simple. But Nikki's right. Your first game is a little bit of an experience.
It's a little long.
The first game I played, I was like, oh, okay, now I kind of know what to do next time.
Right.
It's a little long, but obviously they play tested it to determine that that's kind of what you needed to do to be able to make the jumps that you need to make to start churning, right? So this type of game feels to me like it should be about an hour.
Yeah,
but I don't think that I don't think it'd be as a satisfying game because you need to have time to make some of these things out to just pay out, right? You need to be able to have time to. You could reduce the complexity of it, and then it wouldn't be the same game. So.
This game is definitely an hour. I mean, this game, when you play it next time, will likely be somewhere around an hour. Although, the first time I played it was at BGG Con, and I think our game was 2 hours and like 10 minutes.
So.
But it's tough because no one knew what they were doing. And everyone was trying to figure out combinations. And if you think about it, it's the same number of turns regardless.
Right. Depending
on where the scoring chit is in the C deck. Like, ours was pretty low.
Pretty low, yeah.
So our game could have ended 2 full turns sooner. Mm-hmm. But what we've done with the expansion is we've added more options.
Yeah.
So even though it's this, I don't know if it's the exact same number of turns, but
it is.
It's the same number of turns, but with more options, you have something else to think about.
Right.
So you could argue that slows the expansion slows the game down slightly. It doesn't add more turns.
Sure.
It just adds more decision tree points. Right.
Right. Right.
And
placement options which slow you down.
Correct.
But it is your. I mean, this is definitely an hour game. People have played once or twice.
My third or fourth time, once I kind of had a sense of what the game was, and without the expansion, you can zip through the game pretty fast because you get a sense, not exactly what you're doing, but you're thinking, okay, I'm going to try to go blue tiles this game, and maybe a couple of this, and then when they come up, it almost doesn't matter sometimes if they're good or bad blue tiles because that's kind of what you're trying for. Or, and again, a lot of it is goal driven. Sometimes the goals just point you exactly in a path, and it can be very liberating to have a very clear path that you want to take because it means fewer decisions, right? You never have to worry about this side tangent because it's like stay on the goal path.
Okay, well, cool.
Suburbia.
All right, thanks guys for teaching us the game.
Yeah. Aw.